those big athletic wings really bothered the Crusaders. Kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't. Do you bring your bigs out of the post to guard those wings and leave those driving lanes open, and just a tough matchup?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to see a lot of 6'3", 6'4" point guards in girls basketball in 4A in Kansas, and that's what we saw against Goddard. And so you mentioned it, for a while, Buehler tried to have Faith Miller man up with her, and Faith played good, tough defense, but that length just enabled her to be able to shoot over the top of some of those defended threes.
So Buehler 1-1, and they'll try and rebound against a 1-0 Hutch team here tonight. Young but very talented Lady Salthawk team. Buehler guys fell 49-39 for the second straight game. Struggled to score in the first half, managing just 13 points at halftime. And Goddard's 1-3-1 zone really puzzled the Crusaders. Goddard led by double digits in the second half. Ethan Stambaugh on an and-one opportunity was able to cut that lead to 8. When you need a basket, who you're going to go to. And Buehler's still young, trying to figure that out. Who's going to step up and put the ball in the bucket? And boy, they've got a tough schedule, but they've got to figure that out, how to not get behind early.
Yeah, replacing a 20-plus point score every night is always tough. I mean, at any level of basketball, at the high school level where the scoring isn't quite what it is at the college and pro ranks, I mean, 20 points a night is a huge, thing to come up with. And so, kind of rebuilding the team and trying to figure out, and losing, Isaiah Hernandez, just his ability to move the ball around. Those are some two big cogs that Buehler's trying to kind of just see how all the pieces fit together and fill those voids.
Yeah, by the way, Zay this week announcing he's going to continue his basketball career, go play at Seward coming up. So good luck to him out in Liberal. The other thing, you're a master of the junk defenses. So you've got these two young sophomore point guards who've probably never seen a 1-3-1 defense, and it flummoxed them some.
Yeah, I mean, the 1-3-1's kind of it's a very old-fashioned defense, something you don't see very often. And so, yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with any zones are different to defend than man, because it's real easy to see if your man's open because you can see whether they're free of the defender. And with zones, a lot of times they're tempting you to try to throw it certain places and hoping that then they can pick it off. And so, yeah, the 1-3-1, not something you see every single night. And so that's just something that as a sophomore they're going to learn, and probably later in the year if they see one, they'll be able to attack it a little bit better.
So the Buehler guys 1-1, also taking on a 1-0 Hutch team tonight. This rivalry that was renewed a handful of years ago, and I think it's good for these teams in the county. Of course, played at Nickerson last week, Hutch this week. Kind of harkens back to the days of the old Reno County Classic. Good to have these guys playing each other.
Oh, it's definitely, it's a lot of fun because you look up and down the roster. There's kids that have played against each other, not just in basketball but in other sports since the Y and rec days, and people you go to church with, people that you're neighbors with. And it's a fun night anytime you get to play some of these local teams because they're not just faceless opponents out there, they're people that you know.
Well, and all kinds of ties between these programs obviously as well. Of course, John McClain, former coach for the Crusaders, the athletic director here. And you look over on the women's sideline this year, and new assistant coach Josie Williams, who was a player for the Crusaders, standout volleyball player who went on to play volleyball in college, got her team in high school to a state tournament. So a little weird to see her in blue, but that's okay. Buehler has a thing for blue, by the way. You realize this is 3 games to start the year against teams whose primary color is blue.
Yes, no doubt. Finally, we won't see any other color till the red next week up at MAC.
Yeah, we've got red coming up, and then at Augusta, orange. So we'll darken things a little bit. Part of this 12-game road stretch to start the year. I don't know this early in the year that it really affects you, but it'll be interesting to see how they handle that as we get to after Christmas.
Yeah, because one of the biggest pluses of having home games is just you know you're going to get home at a decent time after the game. Plus, just being in the friendly confines. So far, the crowd at Goddard, there definitely was a good student section on hand there. And Nickerson had a good student section as well. I'm sure Hutch will have a big crowd here tonight as well. So, it'll be one of those things to just see if they can continue playing through having the crowd not necessarily for you.
Well, a busy night of basketball in the league tonight. Other games, Andover at McPherson, Valley Center at Andale, Clearwater at our Kansas City. Abilene is at Augusta. An intriguing matchup there. Andover Central at Derby. On the network tonight, games we're following include Concordia at Smoky Valley, Inman at Mound Ridge. We mentioned Andover at McPherson, and Central Christian at Gossel. You can find live streaming of tonight's games online on the Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Peter and Hutch coming up here from the Salt Hack Activity Center in this second Friday of the regular season. Our girls game tips in about 19 minutes, and we're back. Our player profile next here on HKFM.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Next, we'll hear from the players in tonight's player profile. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
At Morton Salt in South Hutch, we're passionate about what we do and how we do it. That's because we're helping to improve people's lives in more ways and places than ever before. Hi, this is Evan Moody, General Manager. To learn more, go to mortonsalt.com.
95.9 HKFM.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Time for tonight's player profile with sophomore point guard Gracie Ord. Gracie, tell me a little bit about the start of your year compared to last year. How's it been for you?
It's been a lot more. I feel like I have more control. I know the floor a lot better, the game, because a year of experience is a lot. I'm more comfortable for sure, and I don't know. It feels different than last year.
Talk a lot about the speed of the game, and I think, you know, as a freshman coming in, obviously it's got to be something you have to catch up to. How real of a thing is that? And so just to take some time, a process to kind of get things to mentally slow down for you?
Well, I feel like freshman year, everything was just, like, the speed of the game was really fast. Like, I never really processed it. Now this year, coming in, I, like, understand, like, I need to be more controlled. I need to be...
Expectation-wise, you guys more pressure on yourselves this year to kind of exceed what you did last year? Or how are you approaching it one game at a time? How are things from that standpoint?
Our goal is to do a lot better than last year because I feel like we definitely have the talent. We have a lot of talent this year, and we have just the freshmen, even the two freshmen on varsity and Naya, they're a very good asset, and I just feel like we have a really good chance of having a really good record this year.
You told me you guys worked on press offense this week. Do you feel like you're a little more comfortable there now? And obviously would expect Hutch to maybe come and press you some tonight. So.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we've worked a lot of intense work practicing this week. Everyone pushed each other. We worked a lot on our passing, smart passes, where to pass it to, when to dribble, all of that. So.
Now you ran cross country this year. Did you feel like that helped you at all? Did you enjoy that process, or talk to me about that?
Well, it's a lot different. I mean, it did help me stay in somewhat shape, but it's a lot different. Sprinting and like long distance running is so much different than I thought. I expected to be in a lot more shape than I actually am, but it did help a little bit. Yeah, it's really hard.
All right, kiddo, well, have fun on the court tonight, and good luck this season, okay?
Thank you.
All right, that is Gracie Ord in our player profile. Back with more right after this.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, Aaron and Chris preview tonight's matchup and get you set up with 3 keys to victory. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
1947. It was the year the Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game scores tonight brought to you by Bueller Dental Care, our Bueller Dental Care scoreboard. Your friendly hometown dentist online at BuellerDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Our freshman boys won tonight, 48-45, as they were behind at halftime, came back and put together a nice second half in a solid win here early in the season. Ladies varsity coming up, Bueller 1-1, Hutch 1-0. Chris, you heard Gracie talk about the work they did on the press. We figured that would be an emphasis in practice this week. So much of that is just about passing, not putting your teammates or yourself in bad situations.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of out of press break is being calm. You know, you have to have the sense of urgency of like knowing you got to get across before you get the 10-second call, but you never want to force things. And the one bad thing about if you do ever struggle on tape against the press, you know you're going to see it repeatedly until you can consistently show that you can break it. And so, you know, go a long ways for Bueller tonight if Hutch High decides to press, if the Lady Crusaders can break the press consistently this evening, because then hopefully you won't see it night in and night out.
And I thought finally in the second half, once the game slowed down, Bueller was able to get into their half-court offense and make a game of it. They pulled within a couple of shots. So in a half-court game, definitely tons of improvement over a year ago.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Bueller had a chance. I mean, you think about we cut it to, I believe, 3 at one point, and then, you know, they hit a big 3 that then stretched it back out. But, I mean, Bueller had clawed and scratched and fought their way back into right in the mix. But, you know, Goddard just had a little bit more firepower than Bueller on Tuesday.
Still like to see that inside game get going a little bit more. Nat's been off to a slow start. We know what Sammy can do, and talked to Charlie a little bit before the game, and no broken bones in the face after just really what was a chaotic first 8 minutes of the game. Felt more like, I don't know, not a basketball game.
Yeah.
The way it was played on Friday. So hopefully some good things there. Interesting, they get a Hutch team who's really athletic, really young for the most part. Talking about those 2 super sophomores now, Grace Posh and Aaliyah Green, and they gave Bueller trouble last year. Just really smart for their age, very athletic, tough to guard. And then you had Josie McLean on top of that. And so,
yeah, McLean just brings such a ball handling presence that that's really going to help this Hutch team quite a bit. I mean, she's obviously, with her dad having coached basketball all those years, she's just a very sturdy player, somebody that's really good with the basketball, strong with the basketball. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she meshes with this group of girls, because like you mentioned, we got to see Green last year. You know, she really was the one that stood out. Posh, of course, you know, I believe she had older sisters, didn't she? Because I knew there.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those.
Yes, and they've all been pretty important cogs here.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it doesn't always go the way you want it at times. You're a younger point guard going against those veterans. You talk about Gracie and then Naya are off the bench. But those are important matchups for them just to learn and to grow in their own game, to go against those seasoned veterans.
Oh, yeah, iron sharpens iron. And so, yeah, Gracie getting defended tonight by Josie. That'll be quite the matchup between 2 gals that, man, I know personally, know the families, and they are very much competitors. And so So that'll be a fun matchup this evening.
So the one thing you don't want to, 25 turnovers on Tuesday night. You don't want to give this team a lot of fast break opportunities. Probably won't miss very many of those.
No doubt.
Got to get back and take care of the basketball, and everything goes right tonight. Maybe be there for a chance to win. Tough early schedule. You talk about because after tonight, then you go on the road to the Roundhouse. You know what? That's not a place you want to go into mentally defeated. But how do you coach your kids up for that game, knowing this is going to be tough sledding?
Well, I mean, you just a game like McPherson, you just got to start, being honest with them that, hey, we know it's going to be a tough game. And, when you know you're going to have a tough game, just really taking it one possession at a time. That we're really going to focus on the things that we can control, like limiting turnovers, taking care of the basketball, trying to hold them to one-shot possessions. And those are the things you really stress. And then just really take the mentality of we're going to watch your effort. We want to just see, let's go out there and give 100% effort-wise and just see where the chips fall.
Yeah, I do feel like we've talked about there are some opportunities in the league. I think Circle is down this year. I think Mulvane, Augusta, those Winfield, all games that these ladies will be in. Their shooting numbers were up in that first game. Realistically, you look at the two final scores. If their offense had been up around where they were in the first game, they would have been right there for the win. Just unfortunately, the turnovers limited how many possessions they had. But I feel like overall they are shooting the ball better.
Yes, they are shooting it better. They're sharing it and getting lots of girls involved in scoring. We have probably about 4, maybe even 5 girls that any given night can get to double figures, and that really helps you as a coach, knowing that you've got some people. It's not like Buhler just has one girl that, hey, she's got to get 20 points or we're up the creek. And there's multiple girls that on any given night can be that scorer and help you get over the hump.
And a little bit more presence on the outside too. Gracie Ord's numbers are up on the outside, and that kind of helps keep the defense honest. Last year they could just really pack it in the lane and stop our bigs inside. We struggled to shoot the ball from outside, so I think that helps balance things out a little bit.
Yep, and we've got some girls this year that can dribble, penetrate, and get to the free throw line, and having some improved guard play, that shows up in multiple stat lines.
Well, team's warming up here as we're about 8 minutes away from tip-off tonight. Lady Crusaders and the Lady Salt Hawks here in the Salt Hawk Activity Center. And we'll come back. We'll talk about some swimming and what else is happening in Crusader athletics. We'll do that next. Our Midway Motors drive to the game on HKFM.
Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdalls@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Each and every day, WIFCO steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from Hutch High on our Midway Motors drive to the game. Want to highlight our swimmers real quickly. Tuesday at Great Bend had a lot of younger kids in the pool and their first ever team first place finish at Great Bend. That's pretty cool in just the short time that they've had a program.
Yep, first place finish in 4 years with the program, and to do it with a bunch of younger kids, it's pretty special for the Crusaders to kind of show that there's some bright days coming ahead with swimming. You know, they've got a big senior class this year. They're the first class that's got to swim all 4 years. And so they're going to have a lot of holes to fill next year. So having that good meet with all the youngsters, really a good sign for things to come.
Yeah, individually, Isaac Neighbor third in the 200 IM. Peyton Freese fourth in the 50 free. He was third in the 100 fly. Kai Mendenhall swam the 500 free and finished third. Logan Schmidt was third in the 100 back, and Isaac Neighbor third in the 100 breast. The relay teams, the 200 medley team second. The 200 free team was first in the A relay, also first, and I mentioned the first place team finish. Divers back in the pool tonight at Andover, and then swimmers at Andover tomorrow. And so Ben Hellis diving, he's been off to a good start, I think a first and a second so far. And well, you think about that he's doing that, and he has to drive. The closest place he can practice at is Newton.
Yes. So, I mean, it really takes a commitment. Everybody on the swim team, they ask if you want to be a diver as well, because he can't just practice here at the Y in Hutch. He's got to go to Newton, and that's most of the time. Other times, if they can't get into Newton, they got to go other places. So really a commitment, and Ben's a great kid, and so good to see him doing so well for Buhler on that side of swimming and diving.
I talked to Coach DeWeese today. They had actually gotten all the way to Newton to practice the other day, and they got there and found out that there's something wrong. The pool had a problem. They couldn't practice, and so sometimes tough to get your reps in, but Ben's making the best of that, so good luck to the Crusader swimmers coming up this week. We're closing in on game time here from Hutch High. Back with our starters and some keys to a win tonight coming up on HKFM.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We're proud to have been named to Inside Public Accountants' Top 200 Firm for our 5th consecutive year. Adams Brown, strategic allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
The medicine shop. You drop your prescriptions off. The personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need delivered with speed. The lowest prices guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle. At 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Want lights that come on at dusk and turn off at dawn automatically? At Sunflower Electric, we have bulbs that can directly replace your existing 60-watt bulbs, providing extra security for a very low cost with no timers to set. This bulb includes an internal sensor that works in any direction and can be used indoor, outdoor, and in damp locations. Has a 15,000-hour lifespan and priced under $5 each. Call us at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here, our Midway Motors drive to the game. Real quick, Christopher, before we talk about starting lineups, thoughts on a couple of quick keys to the game?
Well, I think number one for Buhler is don't get ourselves in a hole to begin with. That's what really was the difference in the Goddard game. They came out with that full court pressure. We had trouble breaking it, turned it over some. They were able to build kind of that 10-ish point lead and were able to maintain it for the rest of the game. So I think Buhler, if Hutch comes out and presses, be able to break the press. And then I think number two is just really try to match some of that physicality inside, because Hutch is going to be a team that we think is going to really work the ball inside. And so defending Green and Posh inside is going to be really important for the Lady Crusaders tonight.
All right, let's take a look at our Heartland Wealth Strategy starting lineups. Let Heartland help you pursue prosperity. Located inside Heartland Credit Union at 29th and Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 620-669-0177. For the 1-0 Hutchinson Salt Hawks out of Division I of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail, Connor Riley is their head coach, and they'll start like this. A 5'6" sophomore, number 3, Grace Posh. A 6'1" sophomore, number 13, Aaliyah Green. A 5'6" senior, number 15, Josie McLean. A 6-foot senior, number 21, Maya Thompson. And a 5'7" senior, number 24, Libby Jackson. Again for Hutchinson, Posh, Green, McLean, Thompson, and Jackson. For the 1-1 Buhler Crusaders out of Division III of the AVCTL, third-year head coach, Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. They'll start like this at guard. A 5'6" sophomore, number 15, Claudia Taylor. Taylor had 7 points, a career high on Tuesday at Goddard. A 5'8" sophomore, number 22, Charlie Baxter. Baxter, 5 points, 4 rebounds on Tuesday night. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 32, Gracie Ord. 8 points, 4 assists, averaging close to 10 points a game through the first 2 on the year. And forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 13, Natalia Crayfels. And a 5'10" junior, number 30, Amy Stallman. Stallman pulled down 5 boards, had 6 points on Tuesday night. Again for the Crusaders, Crayfels, Taylor, Baxter, Stallman, and Ord. Buhler in their home black uniforms, trimmed in maroon with the white numerals. It'll be the all-white home uniforms for the Hutchinson Salt Hawks, trimmed in blue and gold with gold numerals. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. I Need a Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. Pleasant good evening, everybody, here at the West Crochet. Alongside, here at the Salt Hawk Activity Center, our coverage tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Online at allensamuelshutch.com. Come by, let's be friends. Tuesday night at McPherson. And then we'll finish up our pre-Christmas schedule with a trip to Augusta on December 16th. Again, no home games until the end of January. January 31st will be the Crusaders' first action in Jim Baker. Posh, McLean, Thompson, Green, and Jackson for Hutchinson. Crayfels, Taylor, Baxter, Stallman, and Ord for Buhler. Same starting lineup the first 3 games for Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. Expect a crowd to file in here as we go along tonight.
Yeah, really thankful that they got this game resurrected. You talked about the Reno County Classic. That was such a fun event back when it used to take place, and good to see these local games. Buhler doing a good job of holding them to a one-shot possession there.
Ord, far side circle, plays it to the right to Crayfels. Crayfels guarded by Green out on that right wing. Good defense by Green, knocks the ball loose. Crayfels able to save it up top to Ord. Gracie for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound underneath to the Salthawks. It's a good look ahead. Green, too deep, lost the ball, tied up. And on the arrow, Lady Crusaders. Great hustle there by Gracie Ord. As Green got too deep out of the back bucket, had nowhere to go, fell down, and Ord forcing the tie-up.
Yeah, it was a great effort play made there by Ord.
So 2-0 Crusaders. Here comes the press. Here's Crafels in the middle of it. Plays it up the floor to Stallman. Off the bounce to Baxter. Charlie going down the left side lane line. Had a ball knocked away. Last touch, they say, by Josie McLean, out of bounds. It'll be Crusader ball to our right on their baseline with 6:26 to go here in the opening period.
So good to see Lady Crusaders break the press that time successfully.
Ord to play it in. Up 2-0. And trying to force it in the far corner to Baxter, off her hand, out of bounds. It'll be a first turnover on the Crusaders. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wade Patton Insurance, Dix Phillips 66 by Bueller Dental Care, and by Schmidt Electric. Here's Grace Posh with the ball, driving into the lane against the double team. Cut off. Plays it up top to Jackson. Jackson dribbling around, down to McLean, right side circle. Peter in a man defensively. McLean around Baxter. Layup missed. Rebound Ord. Peter the other way. Gracie. And trying to push it quickly up the floor. If she had that play over again, probably wouldn't have tried to make that pass to Crafels up the floor in a second Bueller turnover.
Yeah, because there was defenders bracketing Crafels that time, so really wasn't a good opportunity to try to force it up the floor.
Salthawks looking for their first bucket in a 2-0 game. Bueller up. 5:52 to go here in the opening period. Up top with it is Maya Thompson. Far side McLean. McLean into Green over Crafels. Shot short, but a foul. That'll be on Natalia. It'll be the sophomores first. It's going to put Aaliyah Green at the line. They're going to have to deal with her and her athleticism inside all night long.
Yeah, and she was just down working back to the basket on the block. And, yeah, believe it or not, that's the first foul of this entire contest for either squad.
Free throw for Green off the back iron. No good. At 6'1", Green is a pretty slim 6'1", but she's very long and very athletic.
Yes, yes. Can handle it like a guard, can go down and post up if need be. Multi-talented player.
Misses both free throws. The ball out of bounds. And so Bueller will have it the length of the floor. Hutch is going to set up in their 1-2-2 press here. Here's Claudia Taylor in the middle of the press to Emmy Stallman. Lost the ball. Charlie Baxter able to save it down on the floor. And are they going to call a timeout?
They're going to call a travel on Baxter.
This is a great effort by Charlie to try and save that ball.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is Hutch forcing the turnover there on the press. So that means until you can successfully beat it a couple times, they're going to keep that press up. So hopefully the Lady Crusaders can break it the next time down. McLean
has the ball in her right hand, right to left, off to Green for a three. Missed back iron. Ball tipped about and taken out of the basket by Natalia Crafels.
I'm really impressed with how well the Lady Crusaders are boarding tonight, especially with all the height we're giving up to Hutch.
Ord gets across the timeline, but picked up her dribble. Tried a little slide pass around the defender, McLean, and we got to keep that foot planted when you pick up the basketball.
Yeah, and they've actually got, it looks like Green manned up on Gracie Ord, so Green kind of rattling her cage here in these early goings.
Still 2-0, 5:09 to play here in the opening period. Here's McLean to the hoop, missed the shot, rebound tapped about. And Crafels comes away with it again. Crusaders limiting the Salthawks to one shot. Taylor up the far side of the floor underneath to Baxter. Almost fouled, no call. They play it to Stallman along the right baseline. Now out of the wing to Ord. 2-0 Crusaders. Gracie with it up high. Needs help, needs help. Here's Baxter. Right side, 15-footer is off the mark. Rebound down low, out of bounds goes to Salthawk with it. They're going to call traveling on Grace Posh.
Yeah, Charlie just didn't quite have her feet set underneath her on that shot. But, yeah, thankfully Posh travels with it as she falls down across the baseline, and it'll stay with the Lady Crusaders.
McLean and Thompson are going to come out of the game here for the Salthawks. Libby Rodriguez, 5'6" sophomore, checks in and turnover. Fifth steal on the Crusaders. Shot inside the other way, missed, but a whistle. That was Rodriguez, who just checked into the ball game. She'll have a chance at the line. Also, Hannah Ames, a 6-foot senior in. Starting 5 still on the floor for the Crusaders as a foul called on Claudia Taylor. So Salthawks held scoreless the first half of this quarter. And there's their first point on a Libby Rodriguez free throw. Substitutions here for the Crusaders. The freshman guard Nia Sewell, 5'5", will check in. Claudia Taylor comes out, and she'll be replaced as well when we come back. We've got a timeout here. 4:32 to go in the first. 2-1 Crusaders back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Family insurance agent in Hutchinson. I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, playing on the road in a tough environment, low-scoring game, advantage Crusaders early.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Aaron. It's just that if this tempo and pace is what this game is, I really like it to favor Buhler.
Mentioned Nia Sewell checked into the game. So did Faith Miller, the 5'4" junior. 1 of 2 at the line for Libby Rodriguez. It is 2-1 Crusaders, 4:27 to go here in the first. Here is Sewell. First minutes for the freshman tonight, out on the perimeter off the screen. They play it. Faith Miller, nice pass inside. Miller shot too high off the window, though. Boy, wide open look. And it just hit off the side of the rim, would not go in. Ball goes out of bounds off the Salthawks.
Yeah, that was the most wide open look Buhler's gotten so far this evening. It was a great cut down the lane by Miller, just wasn't able to finish at the rim.
Nice Sewell to play it in here. In the lane looking for Krafel's ball knocked loose. Sewell comes up with it. Up top to Baxter. Baxter one-on-one against the defender, Libby Jackson. Dribbles it right side. Down to 4:03 to go here in the first quarter. Here is Sewell. Nia Sewell. 10 out on the left side from the three-point line. Picked up by Rodriguez off a screen. Sewell rolls right. Boy, Hutch really battling through those screens. Up top now is Krafels. Natty's going to drive inside. Gets the shot short off the right side iron. Rebound Salthawks. Ames pulls it down. Hutch the other way, right to left. Far corner, Rodriguez. Guarded by Baxter. Up top now, Green. They'll feed off left side, and a 3 on the way. No good. Missed by Grace Posh. Rebound, Nia Sewell. Gators still with a 2-1 advantage. 3:20 to go here in the first. Here is Sewell. Dribbling it up across the timeline. Picked up at the top of the circle by Posh. Near side circle to Miller. Now a ball kicked out of bounds by Hannah Ames. So a solid win for this Salthawk team in their opener on Tuesday. They beat what is traditionally a very good Salina Central team, 45-41.
Yeah, and that Central team, they lost one of their better players, transferred to one of those developmental schools, but yeah, it's definitely a good solid win for the Lady Salthawks to open the season.
Couple of substitutions for Coach Mitchell Stutter. Here's Claudia Taylor for 3. Yes, Claudia Taylor had a big 3 in the second half of the Goddard game and knocks one down here to make it 5-1.
And the threes were going against Buhler on Tuesday down at Goddard, so good to see the Lady Crusaders with the only one so far this evening.
Miller, Taylor, Sewell are on the floor. So is Stallman, and Sammy Brooks is in the game, the sophomore forward for the first time. Here is a drive by Aaliyah Green, contact inside. They're going to get that on Brooks or Stallman?
I think they're going to hit Stallman because Brooks came out initially to defend her on the baseline, running the bottom of the 2-3. They got past Brooks, and then Stallman had to come up in front of her. And
we'll put that on Emmy Stallman. It's going to put Aaliyah Green back at the line where she's 0 for 2. Knocks this one in. Josie McClain is going to return for the Crusaders. And out goes Libby Jackson. Well, Josie McClain, of course, played her first 3 seasons at Nickerson and is very familiar with getting to the state tournament. Very successful there. Green goes 1 of 2. It's a 5-2 3-point game. 2:24 to go here in the quarter. Taylor driving inside, and it's good. Nobody picked up Claudia Taylor down that right lane line, and she goes right to the bucket to make it 7-2.
A nice job by Emmy Stallman. She kind of sealed the defender on the other side.
Right now is steal, but then they're going to call Faith Miller for a double dribble. How about Claudia Taylor with 5 points here in this little run, and it's 7-2.
Yeah, I mean, she's got 5 of Bueller's 7 points, and so good to see her get that scoring going, because of these sophomores that's starting for Bueller this year, she was the one that played the littlest varsity experience last year, so good to see her really showing some confidence.
Natalia Kreifels comes back into the Bueller lineup. Stallman goes out, and here we've got another foul. Foul starting to mount up a little bit. That is going to be the 4th on the Crusaders. With 2:08 to go in this quarter. It is the 1st on Faith Miller. 4 different players with a foul each. McLean left of the basket to play it in. Her team down by 5, 7-2. Pass too tall, picked off in the lane. Sammy Brooks got a hand on it. Kreifels comes away with it.
Great job by Brooks, wreaking some havoc.
Here's Faith Miller with a quick jumper in the baseline. Missed. Gets her own rebound. Right side. Plays it up top. Kreifels for 3. Yes!
And I tell you, we've been waiting all year for Kreifels to get things going offensively, and hopefully that'll be the spark that gets her confidence going.
An 8-point advantage. 1:40 to go here in the quarter. Shot missed inside. Green, rebound, put back, no. Rebound, Green, put back, no, but a foul.
It'll be interesting if they get Kreifels or Brooks here for this foul, as they are both the defenders for Bueller right around Green.
You talk to the coaches, and of course we've seen her play enough. You just have this feeling once Natalia gets going, she can have a really good season. Green at the line again. This is her 3rd trip to the stripe, and she misses the front end here. Charlie Baxter is going to return. Kreifels will go out for Bueller. Jackson in, and McLean out for Hutchinson. 1 more at the line for Aaliyah Green. Just 1 of 5 so far in 3 trips, make it 2 of 6. And it's 10-3, a 7-point game. 1:31 to go here in the first. Bueller against Hutch's press. Here's Brooks to Taylor. Off to Baxter. Miller down low. Double teamed. Fights through it. And needs to pass the ball. Finds Taylor over on the left wing. Here's Claudia. Back up top, Miller. Now off to Sewell. And what do we got? A timeout. Coach Mitchell-Stetter calls timeout. 1:12 to go in the first. Bueller 10, Hutchinson 3. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
Are you considering putting up a fence, building a garage, adding on to your home, or purchasing ground? For all your surveying needs, contact Alpha Land Surveys in Hutchinson at 620-728-0012 or go to alphalandsurveys.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Wifco's Dough Products, by Daylight Donuts, Midway Motors, by Rod's Tire and Service, and by Newfeld's Flooring. Bueller ball with 1:12 to go here. Up 7 first quarter, 10-3. Nice Sewell to play it in. Here's Claudia Taylor from the left corner. Now to Baxter inside of the post up, off the window for 2, and a chance for a 3-point play for Charlie Baxter.
What's amazing is this is Bueller's first trip to the free throw line. Hutch has already had 4, but what a great finish there at the rim for Charlie Baxter.
You have thought coming into the game that Bueller would have a chance to build a 10-point lead here in the first quarter. Baxter can't connect, though, on the free throw. The Crusaders' first try tonight. It is 12-3, 9-point game, minute 8 to go here in the first quarter. Leah Green's got the ball out high, one-on-one against Baxter. Here's side circle to Posh. Now off a screen, a 3, and that is the first field goal. It's good by Grace Posh on the left wing. First field goal comes late in the first quarter. 12-6 the other way. Basket good.
Baxter getting back and scoring over the top of the Hutch High defender. That was a tough shot that Charlie just knocked down there.
Charlie's got 6 now. So 14-6 our score. An 8-point game the other way. Contact again inside. I think it's going to go against the Salthawks. A turnover on the Green.
I tell you what, I've been really impressed with the with the Crusaders defending the Salthawks, especially the dribble game of Aaliyah Green because she's a talented player and Bueller's really slowed her down.
Olivia Rodriguez out. Josie McLean back in for Bueller. Hutch will set up the press with 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Sewell's able to beat it up the floor. Naya bounce pass to Miller on the baseline. Dribbles out of a double team. Sewell now right elbow. Looking for a shot, not there. Plays it up top to Taylor. Claudia with 11 on the play clock here. Claudia Taylor dribbling and dribbled it right off her leg with 8.3 on the clock here to finish out this first quarter. Sixth turnover on the Crusaders so far. The Salthawks with 5.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate turnover right there because it gives Hutch a chance to score right before the break.
McLean plays it off to Posh. Posh drives inside off the window. No, rebound tapped about. Green's got it, but not before time expires. And just about a good first quarter as you could ask for if you're a Crusader fan. Bueller with as much as a 9-point lead in the first, up 14-6 at the break. Back after this from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Hi, I'm Kristen Gillespie, and when you come see Dr. Travis Gillespie and Hutch, we provide high-quality, state-of-the-art dental care in our comfortable and newly renovated office. We enjoy working with all ages of patients, especially the little ones. Don't you agree, girls?
Of course. Happy teeth for you and me. Come see our dad, Dr. Gillespie.
This is Mitzi Widener at Prairie Star Health Center. We have been trusted by nearly 500 businesses in Reno County and surrounding areas for their occupational medicine needs. From pre-employment physicals, drug screening, to work comp situations, we have the experience and the team to help your employees and your business. Contact me today at 620-802-0039 to schedule a consult and help your company become happier and healthier in 2022. Because at Prairie Star, it's all about you.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, of course, we talk about this all the time. Scoring double digits in a quarter, just those single-digit quarters all last year, what killed the Crusaders. And they're going to be in a ton of games this year if they can get to that double-digit point margin in each quarter.
And holding your opponent to 6. I mean, anytime you hold an opponent to single digits, flip side, even better.
Hutch with the ball to start the second half. A lot of contact. McLean down low with Brooks. No contact. Here's Green inside off the window and good.
Yeah, if Aaliyah Green gets second chance opportunity, she's going to make you pay, and that's exactly what she did there. But good hustle by Sammy Brooks. She got dusted up, popped back up, and was able to still defend.
14-8. Bueller against the press. They play it off to Taylor. Claudia Taylor, lost the basketball. Stolen away by McLean. Ahead, Green, back-to-back buckets for Aaliyah Green, and it's a 4-point game, 14-10. Little 4-0 Salthawk run here.
Well, and it's been predicated by the fact that they're being able to press after made shots.
And there's another turnover. Back to Green. Lost the ball in the middle of that press. McLean up top. Missed the 3 out of bounds. It'll be Crusader basketball.
Okay, so Lady Crusaders just need to take the time, break the press, take it one pass at a time. And
so they put Stallman in the middle of the floor to try and get the ball off the angle to her and then let the guards get up the court. But that last time she just had the ball go right through her hands. There's Brooks inside off to Sewell. Nia Sewell plays it over the top to Ord across the timeline off a double team. Here's Gracie out front. Being guarded by Jackson to the left wing to Taylor in the left corner. 3 rims long. And a rebound for Hutch's Grace Posh. 4-0 start in the quarter for the Salthawks. McLean up the floor. Ball lost. Tried to bait the official into a foul. He didn't call it. Hutch the other way. And a jumper from the elbow missed by Nia Sewell. Rebound loose in the deck taken by the Salthawks.
It has been frantic pace for both squads here for quite a few possessions.
Here comes Posh inside a hard and is fouled. She'll have 2 at the line.
I believe it's going to be on Claudia Taylor, which that'll be her second. So she's the second Lady Crusader to the 2 foul mark, along with Natalia Krafel. So the foul trouble starting to become a problem for Bueller. That's the 6th team foul. Foul situation 6-1 right now. 6 on Bueller, only 1 on Hutch.
Salthawks have not made Bueller pay so far at the line, but Posh hits her first here. Boy, so night and day different from that Goddard team on Tuesday that wanted to just work the ball until they got the open shooter in the outside. Hutch really wants to go downhill, everything to the rim.
Yeah, they're trying to get turnovers and trying to get points off those turnovers.
So a 6-0 Salt Hawk run has cut it to a 2-point game, 14-12. Natalia Krafels returns as Gracie Ord is going to be called for they're going to call a jump ball here. Timeout. I believe Coach Mitchellstetter got the timeout before Gracie was tied up in the backcourt. 14-12 our score, 2-point game. And we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Insurance company. Hello, this is Brad Patton from Wade Patton Insurance. If you're looking for sound advice, dependable service, and the careful evaluation of your family's insurance needs, you should give us a call. At Wade Patton Insurance, we specialize in personal service. Your agent that evaluates and sells you your policy is the same agent that will be there answering questions and providing sage advice when you need it. So if you're looking for personal service from an accessible agent, check us out online or give us a call at 620-662-5469.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, 14-12, Hutch has cut what was a 9-point Buter lead in the first quarter down to 2. They opened this second quarter on a 6-0 run. Buter's got it the length of the floor. With 6:16 to go before halftime. And Nia Sewell lost the ball, falls down on the floor. Josie McLean falls on it. She can't pick it up. Now we've got a jump ball as Faith Miller gets into the dog pile. And the arrow's going to stay with the Crusaders. The inbound pass to Nia Sewell. She reached out to grab it and just fell off balance.
Yeah, so the press really kind of flabbergasting Buhler here. They just got to consistently start breaking this thing.
Here is Sewell across the timeline and stepped out of bounds. Well, sometimes on that press, too, is you're the guard initiating the offense where you get in trouble a lot of times. When you pick up your dribble, you get stuck in that the double team will just suction you to the spot you're at.
Yep, and you don't want to pick up the ball anywhere near the sideline or the baseline, and Buhler, unfortunately, has done that quite a few.
Salt Hawks could tie or take the lead here. They've not led tonight. There's a shot off the window missed by Libby Jackson. Rebound, Crusaders. Ord pushing it up the floor to Miller, who has it knocked away out of her hands. And Grace Posh for Hutch last touched it. It'll be Crusader ball in front court here over on the near sideline. Nia Sewell to play it in. Buter here left to right in the first half. 14-12 our score. Crusaders by 2. They've not scored yet in the second stanza here. Sewell over on the wing. Plays it down to Krafels. Krafels inside looking for Miller. Off the bounce, ball through the hands of Stallman and out of bounds.
Well, doesn't it feel like it's been forever, Aaron, since we've actually had a offensive series just in the half court? I mean, there was quite a few possessions in a row where we didn't even get it to half court before the turnovers got us.
So Hutch has got it back again. A chance to potentially tie here or take their first lead. And McLean will initiate the offense underneath. Shot by Thompson inside, missed. Rebound Salt Hawks. Here is Green and fouled by Stallman. And that is going to put Aaliyah Green at the line for 2.
And this will be Green's 4th trip to the line. That's the 2nd foul on Emmy Stallman, so she's the 3rd Lady Crusader to the 2-foul mark.
Charlie Baxter and Daisha Deviney are coming to the scores table here for the Crusaders. Deviney's not been in the game yet tonight. Green hits the first free throw. It's a 1-point game. Stallman and Ord will go out. Deviney and Baxter in. Gracie Ord and Emmy Stallman head to the bench. Daisha Deviney, 5'11" senior, first minutes on the floor. And Baxter back in, leads the Crusaders with 6 points. At foul on Stallman, her second, team's 7th. Green at the line. And 2 of 2, and it's a tie game, 14 all. It is an 8-0 Salt Hawk run to start this quarter. Here's Baxter, fouled coming across the timeline on the far side by Aaliyah Green.
That'll just be Hutch's 2nd foul of the night.
They're both on Green.
Yes. Actually, I think the other foul was on Libby Jackson, sorry.
Baxter will play it in to Sewell in front court, down to 5:02 to play here in this quarter. Buhler's not scored yet. Here's Deviney on the baseline. Out on the wing now to Krafels. Natalia driving, cut off by Green. Play it to Miller in the right corner. Miller going inside off the window, missed, but a foul. And that'll give Faith Miller a chance at the line for 2. Faith Miller, this will be her first trip in 3 games to the stripe. She's career a 25% foul shooter.
So hopefully that's something that she's had a chance to work on in the offseason.
Yeah, misses the front end here. As Araya Dawes, a 5'7" junior in the game for Hutch, picked up the foul. Crusaders yet to score here in the second quarter. Free throws both missed by Faith Miller. Salthawks still looking for their first lead. Here comes Green up the far side of the floor. Plays it near side to Dawes. And she'll drive inside Ames, and the layup is good. Hannah Ames, 16-14. Salthawks on a 10-0 run take their first lead of the game with 4:27 to play here before halftime. Bueller desperately needs a bucket. Instead, they're going to give up a turnover. The other way, Salthawks layup good by Grace Posh. 12 unanswered for Hutchinson.
And Bueller still fighting against the press. And Coach Mitchell Slater is going to call a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 4:08 to play before halftime from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. 18-14 Hutchinson back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
Best rate for the win. I'm Ashley McClure with IVP Benefits Consulting Group. We want to help you or your company find the best health, dental, and vision insurance rates available without sacrificing any benefits. Call us at 620-904-7010 to find your winning rate.
95.9 HKFM.
Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Erickson Custom Building by the Crusader Booster Club, and by Diatech. Bueller led 14-6 at the end of one. 12 straight points by the Salthawks here, and it's 18-14. And Coach Mitchell Stetter calling a full timeout. Out of tournament action this week, girls finals in the league from last night. Trinity Catholic beat El Dorado 40-26. Labette County over Collegiate 72-17. That's the score for you. Nickerson wins over Rose Hill 48-29. Parsons 49, Circle 39. And Wellington beat Pratt 53-22. Here's Sewell with the ball. Crusaders looking for their first points in the second quarter. DeVinny plays it off to Miller. On the far side, out of the wing, Nia Sewell for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, Aaliyah Green's really starting to assert herself. And Green will give it up to McLean for a wide open 3. That's in and out, no good. Nobody boxes out on the rebound. Green with a rebound put back, no. Now Ames with a rebound put back, no. Yes, it's good for Hannah Ames. Boy, just nobody getting underneath that time to box out.
Yeah, you give somebody 3 cracks at it, they're probably going to score, unfortunately.
And now another Crusader turnover. That is now 11 here in the half. Sammy Brooks waiting to check back in. Here's a jumper at the left elbow that swishes through by Libby Jackson. Salthawks got off to a very, very difficult start, but they have heated up here in the second quarter, aided by Bueller turnovers. As their lead is 8, they go from down 8 to up 8, and now Green with another turnover and another layup. And things, all of a sudden, it's a 10-point deficit, and Bueller has not scored a bucket here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been tough because the press has been the igniter in this quarter for Hutch. It's really ratcheted up the amount of turnovers Bueller's had, and just think about how much energy our ladies have had to expend just breaking the press.
Sammy Brooks will return. Dason DeVinny goes out. Aaliyah Green's going to get a breather for Hutch. She's been really good here in the second quarter. This now 10-point advantage, 18 unanswered, and a shot inside missed by Baxter, out of bounds. It'll be Salthawk ball. It was 14-8 at the end of one. It is now 24-8. 14-6, excuse me, at the end of one. 18 straight points by the Salthawks. McLean walks it across the timeline. Gives up to Dawes on the right side. Back to Josie. Josie drives inside. Too hard off the glass, rebound, Ames. Something else, Chris, that Bueller was so good on the glass, limiting Hutch to one shot in the first quarter. Salthawks really getting after it on the offensive boards here in the second quarter.
Well, I think Coach Riley really must have read in the riot act at the quarter break, because it's a different team intensity-wise here in the second half.
This is Hannah Ames for the first time at the free throw line. That fouled the first on Sammy Brooks. And the free throw is good. Well, you can't score 14 points in the first quarter and then not score a bucket in the second. That is now 19 straight points by the Salthawks. Second free throw on the way, and Ames gets them both. So 26-14. They lead 12 and another turnover. Here is Ames at the right elbow, gives up to McLean. It's almost like the Salthawks came into the ballgame asleep. And a foul in the lane. I think they're going to get Sewell for that. 9th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Josie McLean at the line. Claudia Taylor set to return for the Crusaders, and out goes Faith Miller. Sterling College basketball coming up tomorrow on the network. Josie knocks down her first. Should have one more. First point of the night for the senior. Sterling and Friends, 5:40 pregame tomorrow here on HKFM. McLean goes 1 of 2 at the line. 27-14. 13-point game. Here is Sewell. Nice, played a lot of minutes here. Baxter, left wing three, and there's the first bucket of the second quarter.
Bueller desperately needing that just to make this not a shutout quarter.
27-17. Back to a 10-point game on the three by Charlie Baxter. He comes with 1:46 to play here in the quarter. Inside Posh the other way, missed the shot. Rebound Baxter. Bueller had gone nearly 7 minutes without a bucket. And now a steal on a pass up the floor. McLean back the other way. Jackson up top to Posh for three, in and out, no good. Rebound tapped about out of bounds. They're going to call it off the Crusaders.
Well, with Bueller falling down, they've switched to a man, and it's really allowed Hutch's athleticism to start being showcased here in the second quarter.
Salthawks will play it in from their own baseline. 1:22 before halftime. McLean will inbound to Ames. A little mismatch there. Ames on Sewell. Now McLean inside with a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing all that damage this half without McLean doing much of the scoring, which is surprising. But, yeah, the turnovers yet again.
12-point game, and there's another turnover. As Bueller still just can't find their way around the press. And, you know, so much of that is going to be difficult when you have young point guards. A lot of times with those pressure type defenses, it's that veteran presence that'll help you overcome some of that. Here is Dawes inside, missed the shot. Rebound, Salthawks kick out. Posh for three, missed. Baxter with a rebound. Good news is they're young, but they are going to get better and better. Here's Taylor, has her shot blocked on the right baseline. Able to get the rebound into Sewell. Layup good for Naya.
Good to see Sewell get involved in the scoring, and just for Bueller to score, period.
29-19. 10-point lead. Salthawks inside. McLean missed the shot. Wanted the foul called. It's not there. Rebound rebound Crusaders, excuse me. Here comes Charlie Baxter up the near side of the floor. Off the bounce, plays it to Sewell up high. Naya, nice crossover to the bucket. Shot a little bit short, but that was nice. Fake on the defender. Rebound Salthawks. They try and play it up the floor to Dawes. Now to Posh, lost the ball. That'll get us to the end of the first. And a 29-19 halftime score. Bueller had a 9-point lead at one point in this game in the first quarter. But Salthawks reeled off 20 straight points in the second quarter. And they lead by 10 here at halftime. 29-19 from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Crusader basketball brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. by Rise Up Reno, by Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is next here on HKFM.
So keep your tickets out. The winning numbers are 865-425 and 865-411. If you are the lucky winners, come down to the floor right now.
Felt Flooring, proud supporter of Bueller High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Bueller, or give us a call at
It's good. Nobody picked up Claudia Taylor down that right lane line, and she goes right to the bucket to make it 7-2.
A nice shot.
Crayfles for three, yes!
And I tell you, we've been waiting all year for Crayfles to get things going offensively, and hopefully that'll be the spark that gets her confidence going.
Use some of your time and make a huge difference in their lives and futures.
Plays it up top. Crayfles for three, yes! Gets her own rebound. Right side, plays it up top. Crayfles. Gets her own rebound.
Uzama earned one of the most prestigious postseason honors as he was named to the 133rd edition of the Walter Camp All-American team as a second-team performer. The 2022 Big 12 Defensive Player and Defensive Lineman of the Year, Anyudike Uzama, totaled 44 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 8.5 sacks this season to go along with 2 forced fumbles and a pass breakup. Anyudike Uzama is also a finalist for the Lott Impact Trophy and a semifinalist for the Chuck Bednarik Award. There's still one more chance to see Anyudike Uzama. That'll be in the Sugar Bowl against number 5 Alabama Saturday, December 31st inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And coming up on Saturday on Ad Astra Radio, the 6th-ranked KU Jayhawks, 8-1 on the year, play in its first true road game of the season at Missouri, who are 9-0 in the Hy-Vee Hoops Border Showdown at 4:15. The contest from Missouri Arena. KU is coming off a 91-65 victory over Seton Hall in the Big 12 Big East battle, as Missouri is 8-0 at home after its 96-89 victory over Southeast Missouri State. This will be the 271st meeting in the Hy-Vee Hoops Border Showdown rivalry. KU and Missouri were conference members from 1907 to 2012. KU leads the overall series 175-95, which includes a 102-65 victory last season in Allen Fieldhouse. And redshirt junior Jalen Wilson leads the conference in scoring at 21.9 points per game, which is also 10th nationally. And you can hear that matchup right here on 94.7 KSKU, starting with the Crimson and Blue pregame show at 2:45. You can also hear a doubleheader of Sterling College basketball as they're taking on Friends University from Sterling. The 19th-ranked Lady Warriors were on the road at North Newton against the Threshers Wednesday night, and Sterling took down Bethel 64-52. While on the men's side, Cedric Rollerson took over in the second half, scoring 22 of the Warriors' 39 points and a half to give the Warriors a 75-67 victory over Bethel College. So Sterling College vs. Friends can be heard on 95.9 KWHK starting at 2:40. And you can also check the Ad Astra Facebook page and the Twitter page to find out the final schedule for Saturday's high school tournament final games. Let's look at your halftime sports. Let's get you back out to your high school games.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Bueller, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at the Salthawk Activity Center at halftime as the Hutch High Salthawks lead the Buter Crusaders 29-19. Buter got off to a fantastic start in this game. Claudia Taylor, 1 point, had 5 straight points. Claudia Taylor layup made it 7-2 with 2:10 to go in that first quarter. Then Nat Krafels got herself on the board with a big shot. Gets her own rebound. Right side, plays it up top. Krafels for 3, yes!
And I tell you, we've been waiting all year for Krafels to get things going offensively, and hopefully that'll be the spark that gets her confidence going.
That bucket made it an 8-point game, but 10-2. Buter at 1 point would lead by 9, 12-3 with about a minute to go in the quarter. An 8-point game after 1, and then the Salthawks came out on a mission in the second quarter. They scored 20 unanswered points to start the quarter. It was 20-14 before Buter broke the dry spell in that second quarter. Crusaders managed just 5 second quarter points to 13 for the Salthawks. Actually, it's more than that. 23-5. I get my math correct here. And Salthawks built as much as a 12-point lead. They lead by 10 here at halftime. 29-19. Christopher really was a tale of 2 quarters. Buter, as I was talking about, got out to such a great start. Then really got rattled, I think, by the press in the second quarter.
Yeah, so much of it is it's really difficult to press off missed shots. And since Hutch really struggled offensively scoring in the first half, they weren't able to really set the press up. And then once they started knocking down some shots, they were able to get their press set up, and it really ate the Lady Crusaders lunch. And unfortunately, you start getting those turnovers, starts becoming a mental thing, and you start getting sped up, and you start worrying about the things that you normally don't. And yeah, it really 2 very vastly different
Some of those buckets by the Salthawks came on second opportunities. Buter did a good job cleaning up the glass in the first quarter. Boy, Green really got in there and changed the game in the second quarter.
Yeah, she's an athlete, and yeah, a lot of her points, because for the longest time she was just shooting free throws, and when she finally started knocking down field goals, a lot of times it was after somebody missed a shot and she was getting the offensive board and going up strong with it.
Hutch 10 of the 16 at the foul line. Buter just 0 of 3. Aaliyah Green, 8 points for the Salthawks, 7 for Grace Posh, 1 for Libby Rodriguez. Chelsea McLean with 3, Hannah Ames with 6, and Libby Jackson with 2. Buter's Charlie Baxter has 9, 5 for Claudia Taylor, 3 for Natalia Krafels, and 2 for Nia Sewell. 29-19 here at the half, our second half coming up. This is the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buter Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
Hey guys, how's practice going?
Papa, I can't hit the ball over the fence yet.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs. It's about teamwork and always getting better. Ray Riffing's been around for 83 years and we still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan. You'll be good long before that. Just keep working hard. Most of all, have fun.
Let's go hit some baseballs and get some archery.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Riff the right way, the Ray way.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch, proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here as we get ready to start the second half from the Salthawk Activity Center. And the same starting five: Crafels, Stallman, Baxter, Tater, and Ord for the Crusaders. Posh, Green, McLean, Thompson, and Jackson for the Salthawks, who lead by 10. Led by as many as 12 in the second quarter. And I believe it'll be Salthawk ball here to start the second half. Salthawks left to right. Green will play it in to Josie McLean. Josie far side to Jackson. Here is Maya Thompson with it. Back on the wing left. Jackson will drive. Kicks Green. Green working right then left, high off the window. What a pretty move by Aaliyah Green.
So Aaliyah Green continues to stack on the points. That's her fourth made field goal tonight.
31-19, lead back to 12. Gracie Ord, far side, Claudia Taylor. Now to Ord, up top to Crafels. Crafels to Taylor. Claudia far side, pass. Ord zigged when Taylor thought she was going to zag, and Buehler will throw the ball away.
So a turnover there in the half court for Buehler. And the Lady Crusaders just got to settle down and really just take it one pass, one possession at a time.
Talked about Sterling College basketball coming up tomorrow. The Border War is back. It's in Mizzou. And tomorrow is here's the three. Posh on the right wing missed. Rebound Charlie Baxter. Baxter had 9 points to lead the Crusaders in the first half, dribbling across the timeline, right to left, dumps it off to Ord on the left wing. Gracie against McLean.
Charlie Baxter hit the deck hard that time, setting the screen.
Boy, Charlie trying to get in there and set that screen, but McLean painted right on top of Ord. Yeah, we talked about that matchup in the first half, the seasoned veteran guard against the youngster. And I would say the good news, Buehler is young. A couple of years from now, that'll be Gracie Ord as that seasoned veteran. So just got to hang in there.
Yes, exactly. You think about how many quarters of basketball Josie McLean has played. It's just an incredible statistic.
Here's Stallman, turnaround over Maya Thompson for two.
Good to see Emmy getting her first bucket of the night.
31-21, a 10-point game.
And here's the crazy thing. Even though Buehler's down 10, you saw how the first quarter went. They can still come back in this thing.
Somebody's going to have to pick up Aaliyah Green, though. She's got back-to-back buckets for her team, 33-21.
Really 14 for Green.
Now a steal, and Green is going to get another bucket. 35-21. Yeah, I think most every team, as they throw it away again, most every team they play this year, they're going to be competitive with, but they have got to figure out that press.
Yep. And because we talked about it, I mean, just struggling with the press tonight, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to see that at the Roundhouse on Tuesday.
Well, of course, Mac presses anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, every team's going to do it until it doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Posh hard to the hoop, missed the shot, a rebound Claudia Taylor. I'll play it ahead to Gracie Ord. Ord trying to float one inside. It's taken away by Libby Jackson. Blocked the shot. Salthawks the other way. McLean off that right wing. Crossover by Josie inside. Or Stallman can't do that. Comes to help and left Maya Thompson wide open. Talk about a veteran. McLean's just too smart for that.
Yep.
Now a steal. Shot missed inside, but a foul as Nia Sewell has come back into the Buehler lineup, replacing Charlie Baxter.
That was a fantastic job. Libby Jackson just really drew the contact to initiate the foul.
It's 37-21. The lead has grown here to 16. Foul is the second on Nia Sewell. This is Libby Jackson at the line. And Jackson missing the front end. Sammy Brooks and Faith Miller back for Buehler. Ord and Crafels go out. Jackson will have one more. Hutch has dominated the charity stripe so far in this game. 1 of 2 for Libby Jackson, 38-21. 17-point game, 5:12 to go here in the third. And the ball's knocked out of bounds off Hutch on the far side near the scores table. Sewell's going to play it in here. Into Miller. Back to Sewell. She'll get it across the timeline. Off the bounce, Miller far side. Much better that time. Sewell out front, and they're going to get a hold on Green.
That'll just be her second foul, which with how active she is in a game, that shows her kind of senior skills.
Got to 3 on the board for her now.
Okay, I'm behind the 8 ball.
Well, that's the one thing that could plague this Salt Hawk team. Get a Leah Green in trouble. She comes out of the game, that leaves a big gap for them. Here's Sewell trying to dump it down low, gets it to Miller on the left baseline. Now back out of the wing to Taylor. Claudia off a drive, takes it to the free throw line and passes it right into the hands of a Salt Hawk. 2-on-1 game, layup good by Aaliyah Green.
Yeah, McLean had the run out, and Green did a great job of just trailering. And
lead is 19 and another steal. Boy, this one's gotten away big time. 3 up top by Rodriguez, missed. Rebound Stallman. 40-21. Here is Miller on the left side circle. Miller with a floater in the lane. Yes, good job by Faith Miller. 40-23. That's a good shot for a smaller player. Sucked the defender away from the bucket, and just that little floater in the lane. Green the other way. Shot missed. Rebound taken by Emmy Stallman.
Good job by Emmy, just standing tall there, not drawing the foul, and getting the defensive rebound.
Here's Taylor across the timeline. Claudia off a screen. Oh, we cannot do that. Josie McLean walked right by Taylor, picked off the ball. She'll go in and lay it up on the other end. It's just little things when you're playing against those veterans. You got to know where they're out on the floor. And got to have your head up. 42-23, 3:34 to play in the third. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM. HKFM.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Hutchinson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as women's health, dry needling, hand therapy, and orthopedics. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
95.9 HKFM.
Hi, everybody. 3:34 here to go in the third. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Adams Brown Strategic Allies with CPAs, by I Need a Cleaners, Holly Sweet Treats, by Impact Shears, and by Alpha Land Surveys. Told you border war tomorrow in Missouri. The KU Jayhawks take on the Missouri Tigers. A 2:45 pregame tomorrow over on 94.7 KSKU. Of course, history of the border war goes back to before the game of basketball. Two states early in their existence were not very friendly to one another.
No doubt. So a lot of people are anticipating that rematch.
McKenna Siemens is checked into the ball game, plays it into Brooks off the window. And shot missed, a rebound. McLean the other way to the hoop and score it for Josie.
Nobody was able to step in front of Josie, and so her undefended lay-in gives her 7.
21-point lead. Here's Siemens on the far side. He'll play it to Brooks in the lane. Slide pass to Baxter along the baseline. Shot missed, but is fouled. And Sammy made a nice pass. We'll get Charlie to the free throw line. McKenna Siemens continues to wear that very heavy brace on her left leg. Of course,
well, it's just good to see her back on the floor with the injuries she's battled. And
I remember the night when she hurt that knee last year. She'd been starting to shoot the ball pretty decently, too.
Yeah, she is a great outside shooter. And, you know, those injuries says a lot about her character, the fact that she's back out there battling after all she's gone through.
Well, Charlie Baxter hits 2 free throws. It takes a lot, I think, for a shooter to be able to trust that leg again, too.
No doubt.
44-25. Inside shot missed by Ames. Rebound, Natalia Krafels. Head to Nia Sewell. I mean, I'm not a shooter, nor have I injured my leg, so I really don't have. You've had a broken leg, though, have you not?
Yes, not fun. Not fun at all.
There's Krafels, a floater in the lane, missed. Hannah Ames with a rebound for the Salthawks. That's why I don't ski. Posh ahead.
Off the bench with her first field goal tonight.
47-25. Baxter inside is going to have 2 more at the free throw line.
Well, now that Hutch has pulled back the press, it'll really be interesting to see if the Lady Crusaders can start chipping away at this lead some.
Baxter had 9 points in the first half. 2 free throws so far here in the second half. Make it a third. First team as a senior. Certainly has that type of potential. Missed the second. Rebound, Krafels. Plays it out to Sewell. Stolen away by Rodriguez of Hutchinson. Ahead up the floor to Posh. Inside shot high off the rim, or off the backboard. Missed. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Crusader basketball.
So now Hutch re-employing the press.
Krafels, Baxter, Sewell, Siemens, and Brooks here. Here's Nia Sewell. Off to Siemens. Across the timeline to Krafels. Now to Baxter. Charlie will take that open 3 in the left wing, and she makes it.
Great looking shot there by Charlie Baxter.
40,
second tray of the night.
47-29. Now is the lead. Back down to 19. Salthawks the other way. To our right, here's Dawes. Out of the wing, far side to Posh. Here's side Ames. Interesting for the Salthawks this year. I think a lot of people think they could be pretty good toward the end of the year. Though, of course, playing up in Division I of the league, they'll play a lot of tough teams.
Yeah.
Schools. Ames with it, right side circle in the corner to Dawes. Boy, good defense, cutting off the passing lane of the baseline. Picked off by Sammy Brooks.
Yeah, did a great job of fronting the post inside.
Baxter inside the other way. She's going to get herself 2 more opportunities at the line. Somebody poked the bear. Charlie Baxter all of a sudden decided to take over.
Well, Charlie, no stranger to this gym. Her dad, Matt Baxter, teaches here at Hutch High, so I know she's shot a few baskets over the years in here.
This gym is not new anymore. It's been here a while now.
Yes.
Of course, a lot of people remember the days of the North Gym here at Hutch High. Kind of remind me a little bit, just size-wise, of the old gym at Buter. Just very tight.
Yep.
Very loud. 2 free throws for Baxter, which, you know, I honestly, everybody's moved away from that to these big complexes. But I kind of miss some of that old schoolness, you know? Playing in that really loud environment where the fans are right there on the court. Salthawks with the ball, and Thompson's got it, and a whistle. We're going to have a foul inside.
Foul number 22, Charlie Baxter.
It is on Charlie Baxter, her first. I was trying to think of a place that we go that kind of has that vibe to it.
I mean, I
don't know that there is one.
Yeah, I mean, Augusta has a great environment, but it's a pretty big place.
Yeah, it is usually loud in that gym. Here's McLean off a screen, rolling left down the lane line. Talk about Josie being a veteran, just a smart player. She just earned that whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
Foul number 13, Natalia Krafels, third personal.
That's all upstairs. There are times when you're fouled, and there are times when you convince the official that you were fouled, even when you weren't.
Drawing that contact.
47-31. The foul on Krafels, her third. And now McLean steps on the baseline out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Salthawks. Yeah, Augusta's a very loud environment. That might be the loudest environment we go to now.
Yeah.
I think more so than the Roundhouse.
Yep. And Andale, I always feel like great atmosphere over there as well.
Well, time expires here at the end of the third. Your score, Hutchinson 41, Buhler 31, 47-31. And we'll take 60 seconds back after this on HKFM.
Let technology bring you closer this holiday season to loved ones near and far. With unlimited data as low as $25 a month, you can get the phone you want with the features you need from the best people. Next Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected.
Dr. Ediger is very good when a problem arises. We had that happen with our daughter. He went in to do some work and then found another issue and communicated with me and gave me the option, but yet told me what he would do if it were his daughter. He gives you options that work with your family's budget.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Where patients come first.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, here to start the fourth, it'll be Baxter, Brooks, Sewell, Siemens, and Krafels for the Crusaders. Leah Green is back out there for the Salthawks along with McLean. Posh on the floor. Maya Thompson also out there along with Rodriguez. They are make that Jackson the starting five. And here's a whistle in the lane. Maya Thompson and Natalia Krafels, I believe. I'm not sure the official.
Well, they never signaled a foul, but she was having, or the official was having a long talk with Thompson.
Did they call 3 seconds in the lane on Krafels? He never signaled anything.
He didn't. He didn't. And he just had, like I said, a long, drawn-out talk with Thompson. So,
but they give Hutch the ball.
Interesting.
So a turnover on Buhler, apparently. Here's Posh with it in the corner to McLean. The three, no good. Rebound, Sammy Brooks. And Brooks ahead to Sewell.
I think they're going to get Sammy Brooks for a moving screen. Or it's going to be Krafels, excuse me, with the moving screen.
Call the fourth on Natalia.
Returning for the Crusaders, number 30, Emmy Stallman.
Emmy Stallman back in the Buhler lineup here, and Krafels with that fourth foul is going to go out. 47-31 here, late in the contest. 7:13 to play. Buhler next on the road at McPherson next Tuesday. Shot inside, missed. Rebound loose on the deck and picked up by Brooks. Ahead to Siemens. McKenna dribbling through traffic. Far side to Baxter. And pass picked off by Green. Aaliyah Green using that length. And then fakes. Baxter left, takes her right. Putting on a clinic, Aaliyah Green. She can play. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, no, she's quite the player. Her older sister was quite the player as well here at Hutch.
Here's Brooks inside and fouled. They're going to get Green on that. It is. It'd be her fourth. No, I don't think they are. That's the one thing we talked about with Green is she's so good, but she's also very aggressive defensively. And they get in some of those tough games, she gets in foul trouble. That can really hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, she is such an important scorer for him. She's almost one of those players that you'd want to say, hey, dial it back a little bit defensively because you're too valuable to foul out.
And there she just did pick up a foul on, that my conversation would be with her. Yes, there, you got to pick your spots. But you also got to know that you can't get yourself in foul trouble. Kaya Smith will replace Green in the game. That is the 7th team foul in the half of the Assault Hawks. So it is Sammy Brooks at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Brooks 2 of 2 on the year. And her first free throw is up and good.
So that's Sammy's first point of the night.
I know she didn't get a lot of time last year. I'm high on this kid. I just really love seeing her get an opportunity. Hope she continues to get that.
Yeah,
just because of her motor.
Yep. You're going to get 100% out of her every night.
Free throw, second in and out, no good. 1 of 2 at the line for Sammy. 49-30. State agent Andrew Parr by Midwest Iron and Metal. Red Rock Auto Center by the Medicine Shop and by Edgar Family Dental. Here's Emily Stallman near the timeline with the ball. Throws it ahead to Brooks. Sammy off the bounce to Baxter inside with the left. And the score for Charlie.
And she's well on her way. Already has a career high tonight.
12 was her previous career high, so she's going to beat that. 49-34. Here's McLean, long 2, right side missed. Brooks with a rebound. Sniffing player of the game for Baxter here.
Oh, I think it's unequivocal at this point.
Tries for 2 more on that left baseline. Look at you using those big words.
$10 words, man.
Shot missed, rebound Hutch. Salthawks the other way, left side 3. That is missed by Kaya Smith. Ball out of bounds to the Crusaders. I struggle with words that have more than 4 letters. Faith Miller and Charlie Baxter out here. 5:32 mark, 49-34. Miller against the press to Brooks. And Sammy fouled on a reach in by Grace Posh.
So Crusaders kind of flipping the script. In the first half, Hutch spent most of the half at the free throw line, and we didn't get many tries. In this half, we're getting a lot of attempts, but kind of to no avail.
So be 2 more at the line for Sammy Brooks. Actually 1 and 1. 8th team foul on Hutch. 2nd on Posh. And the sophomore at the line. First no good. Rebound Kaya Smith. So mentioned Josie Williams over on the bench. The assistants this year. It's fantastic in her career. One of the all-time leading rebounders in a Crusader uniform. As Posh. Actually, I think that was Kaya Smith who dropped in the 2 from up top. The other way, Brooks has her shot blocked, but a foul, and Sammy's going to go back to the line. Fantastic volleyball player was Josie. Went on to play volleyball in college. Her brother wasn't a bad athlete either.
Yes.
Big Dub, who multi-sport athlete at Washburn.
Probably one of the best athletes to ever wear the maroon and white.
Brooks hits the first. I expect him to find his way into the Crusader Hall of Fame someday. Sammy with a miss on the second. And a tie-up on the rebound. Arrow to Hutch, 51-35. My son has their dad in class this year, Coach Williams at the middle school.
Yep. Fantastic guy.
Said he tells a lot of dad jokes, though. So. Time out here. 4:50 to go in the game, 51-35. And we'll step aside back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquets, like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from the Salt Hawk Activity Center in Hutchinson. Crusader basketball, our play and player of the game. Good luck to our Crusader swimmers this weekend. Wrestling on the road at Great Bend today. And so lots happening in the Crusader world. I don't know if you saw this week, but our yearbook staff won some big awards this week.
I did not catch that.
Yeah, so congratulations to Sam Neal and her staff.
You know me and $10 words and trivia.
Oh boy, there's a shot inside, missed, but a foul.
So the Bueller yearbook is named the Maganel.
Yes.
And we've had this conversation
Please don't
before.
ask me why.
What is a Maganel?
I have awards, won 2 of them. A KSPA All Kansas rating and a recognition as Justin's National Yearbook Program of Excellence. Pretty cool stuff. 2 free throws. Who made those?
Posh.
Meanwhile, there's a basketball game going on. Now a steal, 53-35 Hutch. Salt Hawks throw it away, trying to get it up the floor the other way to Kaya Smith. So to earn a KSPA All Kansas rating, you have to, a whole bunch of criteria you have to qualify for and go through a judging process recognized as a National Yearbook Program of Excellence. Congratulations. Here's a nice floater in the lane. We haven't seen much of Gracie in the second half, but a nice floater there.
Yeah, nice touch. Good to get her first bucket of the evening.
53-37. Salt Hawks the other way. Jackson out of the wing to Posh. Back to Jackson in the lane. Here's Smith for 3. You can tell she is a fan favorite here. The bench erupts on the 3 from Kaya Smith. 56-37. And there's McKenna Siemens on the other end. First points of the year for the junior from the right side. You know, let me just say this. 56-40, this game got away a long time ago, but I'm going to give these kids a little credit in the fact that they only scored 5 points in the second quarter, Chris, but they've broke the 40-point mark.
Yeah, I mean, they've really done a good job here in the second half of getting some points on the board.
Here is Brooks, has her shot blocked by Smith on the left baseline. Taken away by the Salt Hawks. It's just the turnovers, man.
Yes,
It is,
yes. Yeah, we've got some offensive talent. It's just taking care of it.
And shot missed. Posh kind of came out of that hobbling. Now she falls down.
We'll hope that it's just a cramp.
She took that 3 over in the left wing and kind of came down funny on her leg. And then Emmy Stallman got the rebound. And we've got a timeout here. An injury timeout brought to you by Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitks.com. The Summit Together for Exceptional Healthcare. She came down funny. It does look like maybe cramping with that left leg. She tried to give it a go and then got across the timeline. He just gave it up. But then it looked like maybe they're working out some cramps down there, hopefully.
Yes.
Never
yes.
want to see a player get hurt.
Yeah, and just the expression on her face, it wasn't the grimace of, holy cow, this is really bad. It was kind of just more of an annoyance. So I hope she's okay.
I'd be going to the hospital right now, so glad to see Grace is up and to get helped off. 2:50 left here in the game from the Alan Samuels broadcast booth. Online, Alan. And actually, while all of that was going on, Grace Posh had fallen down, and I was paying attention to her, but Josie McLean commits a foul. And it's going to put Gracie Ord at the line for 2. As Bueller's now in the double bonus. Gracie Ord, 2 points in the game. 3 of 7 at the free throw line on the year. 52% career foul shooter. We've seen her take that next step, I think, in her maturation early this year. And I think that's a positive sign. She's last year, and we kind of talked about it. You heard her talk about it in her pregame interview, but just really rushed things early in her career. You know, as a freshman, everything's coming at you so fast.
Yeah, she is a competitor, and she's somebody that goes full speed. And
inside shot missed for Aaliyah Green. A rebound and a foul. It's going to put Green at the line. She did what I asked her. She kind of chuckled when I asked her about cross country. So it's a little tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, I heard that in the pregame, and yeah, it's that is not a sport for the weak of spirit or mind.
We had a kid. Gosh, I can't remember which of our guy runners it was. Our guys, of course, this incredible streak that they've been on. They won three straight national or state titles, and then a runner-up finish this last year. Had a kid that lose his shoe in one of the big races, go almost 2 miles with one shoe.
Wow.
Stopped with 2:43 to go. They took foul on Sammy Brooks. Will be her second. Green was at the line a ton in the first half. These are just her first free throws in the second half, though. She had 8 attempts in the first half. Misses one here. Second on the way is no good. And a rebound for Emmy Stallman. Upper right side baseline. Nice little drop in for Siemens.
And great to see McKenna really getting involved tonight. Didn't play on Tuesday night, and this is just going to do wonders for her.
44-56. Crusaders trail by 12, and the Salthawks turn it over, trying to work it down low to McLean. How tough is it to simulate that pressure, that press defense in practice?
Well, it's one of those things that typically you got your first string going against second string, and a second string isn't going to be able to match the intensity that a varsity of another squad like Hutch can throw at you in a game.
Here is Gracie Ord. Ord working it into the lane. Off to Siemens. Looking down low, ball to Carlin. Coach Bryant say, hey, could your boys come press us for about 10 minutes?
Yes, just to work on it.
And it was off the Salthawks. Inbounds play. Sammy Brooks turn around with her back to the bucket. Shot missed with the left hand. Rebound Hutchinson. Here comes McLean. Up top, Dawes for 3. Missed. Rebound, put back. Kaya Smith. She's got 7 all here in the second half. 58-44. A long time. Here's Ord into Desa DeVinny. Shot off the bottom of the rim. Rebound McLean.
Desa kind of got in no man's land, kind of underneath the basket when she tried to square up.
And Aaliyah Green the other way for 2. Well, aren't they a different team with her in the game? So different. When she was out, Buter had really kind of.
She's crested 20 points. And she's done it with the 4 fouls for quite some time. So she's shown some discipline here down the home stretch, not picking up that 5th foul.
I think Buter had played even with Hutch, with her out of the game, but she comes back in and it just changes everything. There's Baxter with the ball, turn around to the lane, missed. Rebound out of bounds to Hutchinson. 41 seconds left. Buter's going to fall to 1-2 on the year. Salthawks will improve to 2-0. They've got Salina South here. Salthawks 7 of their first 8 are at home.
Wow.
They'll be on the road a ton in the second half of the year. Crusaders have just the opposite problem. Here's McLean, floater in the lane, and good for 2. 62-44. And a floater the other way. Allison Goins is checked into the ball game. 5'8" senior. Missed the shot, out of bounds off the Salthawks. Single Siemens to play it in. And picked off. Intended for Desa DeVinny in the lane. 4 seconds to go. Green can dribble it out. Salthawks are going to win it. 2-0 of the year for Coach Connor Riley's Salthawks. They'll get to Salina South here in the Activity Center on Tuesday next week. Buter 1-2, and they'll travel to McPherson next Tuesday night. Our coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Morton Salt, by IVP Benefits Consulting, by Ad Astra Virtual Academy, Inman Funeral Home, and by Summit Surgical. Our Crusader Locker Room show next on HKFM.
Coming up, the Crusader Locker Room Show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at astraradio.com. 95.9 HKFM.
I'm Cindy Couchman. Our Ad Astra Virtual School serves pre-K through 12th grade and offers adult learning for those who need to complete their diploma. We offer dual enrollment opportunities at Bueller High School and Hutch Community College. Check us out at usd313.org today.
Allen Samuels and Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at allensamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. We will tailor a policy to your individual needs, take the time to educate you on your coverage, and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at WadePattonInsurance.com.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our Crusader Locker Room show as we wrap it up tonight, 62-44. The final. Bueller had a fantastic start to this game. Really did a great job of the boards, initiating offense early. Had a 9-point lead in the first quarter, up 8 after 1. But then Salt Hawks really turned it on in the second quarter. Went on the 20-0 run to go up 12, 26-14. Led by 10 at halftime. Bueller did a pretty good job not letting it get much farther than that in the second half. Settled down a little bit. Maybe had a little bit better success against the press. Crusaders scored 25 points in the second half, and they put 44 on the board. And encouraged by that, given the fact that they did turn the ball over so many times against that press, particularly in the middle part of the game, but still able to score 44 points.
Yeah, there's a lot of nights in the AVCTL on the girls' side that if you're in the mid-40s, you got a shot to win. So offense was not Bueller's problem tonight, other than just taking care of the press. And, really that's going to be a big thing for Bueller. If they can clean up dealing with the press, that's going to be something that really could improve their chances of winning.
Yeah, the press, the turnovers, obviously we talked about, would lead to fast break opportunities for the Salt Hawks. And Aaliyah Green, I mean, she's just right there to take advantage of all of that. Tough matchup inside, and she had a big night tonight. 20 points. Did struggle a little bit at the free throw line. Did get in some foul trouble, so I'm sure that still some things she's working on in her game. But you realize she's only a sophomore too, so these are all really young kids for the most part out there. How about, see how things go. I thought offensively they played better than they did at Goddard. But again, just working against that press and getting that cleaned up. It'll be tough on a Tuesday. Mac's going to press. It's just part of their arsenal. And then I think chance to maybe go get one before Christmas at Augusta. Be really great for this team, I think, to go into the break with a win.
Yeah,
So
that last game before Christmas break, always really an important one because it really can set the tone for those practices for the moratorium and break.
final scoring, Hutch, Lydia Rodriguez with 4, Grace Posh 9, 20 from Aaliyah Green, 9 from Josie McLean. Maya Thompson had 2, 6 for Hannah Ames, 7 for Kaya Smith, and Olivia Jackson with 3. Salthawks went 13 of 22 at the foul line. 20 for Charlie Baxter is a new career high for the sophomore. Nia Sewell with 2. Natalia Crankles had 3, 2 from Sammy Brooks. Claudia Taylor with 5. Faith Miller with 2. McKenna Siemens with 5. Emily Stallman with 2. And Gracie Ord with 4. Bueller 9 of 17 from the foul line. We'll come back. Our player of the game gets you set for guys tip-off here as well in about 15 minutes from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
More of the Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Your Hutchinson Daylight Donuts are open in 2 great locations to help you get your morning started off on the right foot. Pine cones, fritters, long johns, twists, cake donuts, and of course the classic glazed donuts and many others waiting for you with either an ice cold milk or a freshly brewed hot coffee. Made from scratch each morning at 1435 East 30th and 305 North Main Street. 2 great locations with the best donuts in town to help you start your day. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
Mayhem is everywhere. Protect yourself. Hi, I'm Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson. Protection shouldn't be pricey. Call me today or stop by the office at 13th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson for a free quote. Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Bueller. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Bueller Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Bueller when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back on our locker room show, Coach Mitchellstead, I was just impressed you found me. I mean, they kind of tucked us up here.
It's like a bird's nest up here. I guess we are at the Salthawk Activity Center.
We are. You can see everything, though. So.
Oh, for sure. Good thing I have both eyes this year. I really can see stuff.
Sometimes those light gold numbers in the white uniforms for Hutch can fool you. But, well, Coach, let's talk about your team. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, so I saw some good things out there. You know, when you were able to get into your offense again, I think we talked about this on Tuesday. Able to not let that press bother you, still score 44 points, and so I saw some good things on offense.
Hey, we won the first quarter. That's what I told the girls. You won the first quarter. You came out and played. We just got to keep our composure and making sure we're making smart decisions in the press. Our half-court offense, once we started moving the ball and making good screens, we got open shots or opportunities to make shots. We just we got to get better at that press break.
Do you feel like that you are getting better at that? I know you worked on it quite a bit this week. So
yeah, I would say at halftime we made some halftime adjustments, and the girls came out and they ran exactly how I asked them to run it. And when we did, they were able to execute, and we got it into the half-court setting. So I think every day we just get a little bit better, and it's great to play Hutch because they're athletic, long, and it gives us opportunity before we go play MAC on Tuesday to play someone that's gonna press us 3-4 quarters of a game.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about long, athletic Aaliyah Green inside for them. She's just a sophomore, by the way, which is crazy. But she presents matchup problems for just about everybody.
I actually taught her in 4th grade. And
Did
in
you?
4th grade, I knew
Yeah.
she was going to be a beast when she got older because she was always on the court with the girls. Or with the boys playing at recess. She's a great kid, great athlete. She knows basketball, has a great basketball IQ. So it's fun playing against her. It's not fun losing, but we just have to have someone to step up. And I think our inside kind of figured out that you're going to have to guard someone on the outside that's tall.
Yeah, I forget that was your first coaching stop. Head job was middle school here at Hutch, right?
Yeah,
so,
I did. So most of the girls that are on the court, I either coached them or I did youth camps with them.
Yeah, another interesting matchup tonight. Your young guards, obviously, Gracie and Nia going against a veteran like Josie McLean. And I'm excited to watch them continue to mature because I think in a couple of years that'll be them, that veteran guard out there on the floor.
Nia did a very good job when she came in. She's a freshman, able to hand pressure and get the ball up the court. So I was proud of Nia coming in and stepping up when we needed her. Gracie, she just needs a little confidence, and once she has that confidence, she's able to break the press, and she makes some great decisions for us.
And then Baxter with 19, Coach, so she's coming into her own.
Yeah, Charlie showed up to play. She's not scared. She has the confidence to drive and try to create for her teammates, and when she gets fouled, she's able to finish at the free throw line.
I was so worried about her the other night. She came away with that bloody nose. But
I think that might be our 3rd bloody nose of the year, just one in the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we stop that, what they need to do off the court to maybe not have so many bloody noses.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time and enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday in McPherson.
In McPherson. Thank you, and go Crusaders.
All right, Coach. That's Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter with us on our post-game. Let's get to our play and the player of the game. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on the top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillips 66. 4th and Stevens in Hutch will go all the way back to the first quarter, and a big shot from Natalia Crafels. Gets her own rebound. Right side, plays it up top. Crafels for 3, yes!
And I tell you, we've been waiting all year for Crafels to get things going offensively, and hopefully that'll be the spark that gets her confidence going.
That 3 by Natty gave Buhner an 8-point lead with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game, our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game tonight, Charlie Baxter, the sophomore with a career-high 19 points. Had a 10-point second half. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, WIFCO Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at WIFCOSP.com. Guys, tip in about 8 minutes here from the Salt Hawk Activity Center. We're back with more after this on HKFM.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, Aaron and Chris preview tonight's matchup and get you set up with 3 keys to victory. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
From the minute you walk into Dr. Ediger's office, it's very cozy and warm. The gals that work there are just super sweet and super kind and really make an effort to get to know you and ask about you and your family. So they've definitely built relationships with their customers at Dr. Ediger's.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Where patients come first.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics. Please consider membership in our Booster Club to help support all students at Buhler High School. Follow the Buhler Booster Club and the Buhler Crusader Closet on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date. Thanks for the continued support of our generous donors.
New Felts Flooring, proud supporter of Buhler High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Buhler, or give us a call at 620-543-2274. Go Crusaders!
This is Bryant Anderson with Prairie Star Health Center. With more than 36 National Quality Awards and back-to-back National Quality Leader Awards, Prairie Star knows a thing or two about taking care of our patients. To learn more about Prairie Star's award-winning family medicine and each of our services, visit prairiestarhealth.org or schedule your appointment today by calling 620-663-8484. Because at Prairie Star, it's all about you.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 83 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way to right way.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at the Salthack Activity Center, our coverage tonight streaming online at astradio.com and on the Astra Radio app. Action across the Astra Sports Network tonight, including Concordia at Smoky Valley, Inman at Moundridge, Central Crested at Gossel, and Andover at McPherson. Our streaming powered by Next Tech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Guys, game coming up. It's been a close series between these two, although Buhler has held the advantage recently. 2-point close win last year. Salthawks finished last year 12-10. Head coach Brian Miller, more veteran group this year, including a Buhler transfer there on the roster, Wade Meyer, who was a starter with the state tournament Crusaders last year, coming to Hutchinson. Buhler coming in at 1-1. Looked fantastic in the second half at Nickerson. Struggled to score the basketball on Tuesday night at Goddard, as they had less than 20 points again for the second straight game before halftime. Got to within 3 or 4 possessions in the second half, but just couldn't get any closer. Goddard was able to salt the game away at the free throw line, and Buhler lost by 10, 49-39. Definitely scoring is something that they've got to find a rhythm for. He's averaging just 40 points a game through their first 2, and again just 39 on Tuesday night. Certainly Grant Ricker who's been in double figures in both games, finally got it going in the second half. He's going to need some other guys to step up around him and contribute. Ryland Parker was that guy in the Nickerson game. Very first game, scored a career best 22 points, but did not score in the game at Goddard on Tuesday. Those young guards really struggled with that 1-3-1 zone. See Parker and also LaShawn Swanson can have a bounce back game here tonight. Buhler can get a little inside game going too. Diedrich Willard-Tress did have 10 points, his season best on Tuesday night, but be good to get some of the other guys, Matt Eddy and Tavian Gilliam in particular going. So Buhler trying to stay above 500. Salthawks trying to go 2-0. They beat Salina Central here badly in the SAC on Tuesday night. 60-27 was the final in that game. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, good luck to our Crusaders swimmers this weekend as well. They won their first ever meet on Tuesday at Great Bend. They've got diving tonight at Andover, swimming tomorrow, and then wrestling course going on this weekend at Great Bend as well. Sterling College basketball tomorrow on the network. Sterling Warriors home to take on the Friends Falcons at the Gleason Center. 5:40 for the pregame here on HKFM. Our coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you this season in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wade Patton Insurance, by Dix Phillips 66, by Buhler Dental Care, and by Schmidt Electric. We'll come back just ahead, starting lineups and the opening tip here from Hutchinson. Next, the Midway Motors drive to the game on HKFM.
Midway Motors drive to the game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Bueller, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at the Salt Hawk Activity Center. And set for the starting lineups coming up here momentarily. The Salt Hawks will be in their home whites tonight, trimmed in blue and gold with gold numerals. Crusaders in their road maroon uniforms, trimmed in white and black with black numerals. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners could help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. I Need a Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. Starting lineups coming up, but first we'll pause for the playing of tonight's national anthem. With the Salt Hawk Pep Band with tonight's national anthem, let's meet our Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Let Heartland Wealth Strategies help you pursue prosperity. Located inside Heartland Credit Union at 29th and Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 620-669-0177. For the 1-0 Hutchinson Salt Hawks, coached by Brian Miller, a 5'10 sophomore, number 2, Terrell King. A 5'10 senior, number 11, Garrett Robertson. A 6'2 senior, number 13, Wade Meyer. A 5'10 senior, number 15, Dante King. And a 6'1 sophomore, number 22, Lucas Witt. Again for the Salt Hawks, King, Robertson, Meyer, King, and Witt. For the 1-1 Bueller Crusaders, 6th ranked in 4A, first-year head coach David Bryant. At guard, a 5'8 sophomore, number 22, Rylan Parker. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 3, Ethan Stambaugh. Stambaugh, 5 points, big 6 boards at Goddard on Tuesday. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 11, Grant Ricker, double-figure scoring in each of the first 2 games. Big line, 11 points, but 8 important rebounds on Tuesday night. At forward, a 6'4 senior, number 2, Diedrich Willard Trask. 10 points on Tuesday. And in forward, a 6'4", 6-foot senior, number 22, Matthew Eddy. Parker, Willard Trask, Stambaugh, Ricker, and Eddy for the Crusaders here in this All Reno County matchup tonight. Bueller 2 on the road again next week at McPherson and at Augusta. Aaron West courtside from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Set to bring you the play-by-play. Enjoy the coverage of Crusader basketball here tonight on KWHK Hutchinson. A lot of maroon across from us and a lot of blue and gold down below us here on the home side at the Salt Hawk Activity Center. Elsewhere in the league tonight, Valley Center at Andale, Andover at McPherson, Clearwater at Arkansas City, Abilene at Augusta, Andover Central at Derby. Few boys finals from last night. Circle beat Parsons 65-64. T-Birds start the years off unbeaten. Hutch Trinity over El Dorado. Independence beat Mulvane 51-32. Pratt 47, Wellington 45. And Collegiate over Labette County 57-47. A lot of early season tournament play going on in the state this week. And so those are some final scores from last night. Matt Eddy to tip for the Crusaders. And Nick Lang actually in the starting lineup, and not Lucas Witt for Hutch. Lang is 6'5" senior. So Eddy against Lang in center court. Officials discussing something briefly here. And the Salt Hawks are going to control, and we're underway right to left. Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson. Here's Garrett Robertson, left wing. Bueller needs to get off to a better start tonight than they have in the first two games. Here's a drive off the window, in and out, no good. But a charge taken by Matt Eddy as Terrell King tried to drive to the right baseline, and Eddy steps in there and takes the charge. That is the sixth taken by the Crusaders this season. And it'll force an early turnover on the Salt Hawks. Bueller inbounds. Here is Grant Ricker across the timeline, left to right, being picked up by Wade Meyer, his teammate last year, now defending him. Ball poked away by King. King on a pass up the floor. Layup good by Garrett Robertson. Now another steal, two quick turnovers, and a three in the left wing. In and out, no good. Missed. Rebound tapped about. Taken by the Salt Hawks inside. Shot missed by Dante King. 2-0 Hutch here. Bueller the other way. Here is Eddy. Plays it off in the lane to Stambaugh. Far corner Parker. And a charge taken as Stambaugh in the lane against Terrell King. And Bueller has turned it over on 3 straight possessions to start the game. Stambaugh will pick up the foul. It'll be his first. And team foul number 1. Hutch up 2-0 here. And right to left. This will be Terrell King. Across the timeline, picked up by Parker. Far side Robertson. Bueller in a man. Left elbow jumper missed by Nick Lang. Rebound loose on the deck. Ends up out of bounds in front of the Bueller bench off the Salt Hawks. Wade Meyer. So Bueller will inbound here with 6:35 to go in the first and a 2-0 Salt Hawks score. Grant Ricker's going to bring it across the timeline. Senior leading scorer through 2 games. Near side circle. Salt Hawks in a man. Ricker sliding inside. Ball knocked away. And I think a reach-in foul coming on Dante King. It is on King. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1. Buell inbound from the baseline. Ethan Stambaugh to play it in. Stambaugh from the right baseline. Goes up top to Diedrich Willard Trask. Trask guarded by Meyer. Out of the wing to Ricker. Grant dribbling with the left hand all the way up top, being shadowed by Terrell King. Ricker drives. Works it out high to Parker. Ryland Parker through traffic. Around the defender. Plays it far side of Ricker. Grant driving inside. And contact and a foul on the floor. Second foul on this possession against the Assault Hawks. It'll go against Garrett Robertson. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2. Ethan Stambaugh this time right of the basket to play it in. And the officials blow the whistle here. Dante King and gotten up in the shorts of Grant Ricker a little bit, and the official wanted to separate him. Boy, there's a foul, and King just pushed Ryland Parker out of the way to get to the ball. They inbound it. Willard Trask underneath, and he steps out of bounds. You're going to have to watch that. A lot of contact. Fourth Bueller turnover the other way. Dante King trying to drive past Matt Eddy, and a whistle and a foul call. Foul on Eddy will be his first, team second. Terrell King to play it in. Out of the wing to Lang. Back to Terrell, driving inside, kicks Wade Meyer for an open three, missed back iron. Rebound, Diedrich Willard Trask. He'll bring it across the timeline, left to right, gives it up to Eddy. Matt Eddy out high, now far side to Ricker. Ricker stripped to the basketball by Terrell King. He's got a layup the other way, and the Sunhawks lead it 4-0. Early turnovers, 5 of them for the Crusaders. And a 4-0 Salt Hawk lead, 5:08 to go here in the quarter. Here is Diedrich Willard Trask on a drive with the left and a miss. Rebound Salt Hawks, left side three, lined up and good for Garrett Robertson. He's got 5, and the Salt Hawks lead 7-0. And the same thing that is plagued Bueller in 2 games this year, off to a slow start. Timeout, 4:54 left. In the quarter, we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryandCafe.com.
95.9 HKFM.
7-0 start for the Salt Hawks. Bueller 5 turnovers here early in the first half. And boy, slow starts have plagued them. LaShawn Swanson and Jeff Neal have checked into the ball game. Swanson got significant minutes, 4 points, 4 boards on a Tuesday. Here's Ethan Stambaugh on a drive off the window and good. And that breaks the 7-0 start for the Salt Hawks. Stambaugh for 2. 7-2 Hutch by 5 to our left. Jeff Neal had 7 points in the opener, and Nickerson out there on the floor. Dante King's got it off his screen, driving left lane, cut off by Eddy on the baseline, out to Lang on the wing. Lang a big who can play inside out. Here's Terrell King. Tries to slide it in the corner to Dante King, and the ball out of bounds in front of the Bueller bench. It'll be a Salt Hawk turnover. Substitutions here. Braden Rodriguez, 6-foot senior, into the Salt Hawk lineup, as is Julian Smith, a 6'4" junior. Buhler ball down 5-7-2, 4:04 to play in the first. Jeff Neal trying to break the press and picked up his dribble and called for the travel, a 6th turnover. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Wifco Steel Products, by Daylight Donuts, Midway Motors, by Rod's Tire and Service, and by New Feltz Flooring. It'll be Salthawk ball up 5-7-2. Here is Terrell King on a drive. Missed the shot, but is fouled. I believe they're going to call the shove on Diedrich Willard-Trask. For Willard-Trask, it'll be his first, team's third. It'll put Terrell King at the line shooting 2. 5 for Robertson early for the Salthawks. Only bucket for Buhler so far by Ethan Stambaugh. Here's Terrell King's 3rd point on his first free throw try of the night. Second on the way is up and good. 4 points for the sophomore, 9-2 Hutchinson by 7. Swanson ahead to Neal. Off to Willard-Trask in the right corner. Hutch in a man-to-man. Diedrich drives the baseline. Plays it out of the wing to Stambaugh. Ethan working it through traffic. Willard-Trask in the right wing. Out high to Swanson. Sean right, left, and then right. And lost his dribble and turns it over. Another Buhler turnover. So young at the point guard. 2 sophomores splitting time, Swanson and Parker. And there's some growing pains here early in the season. There's a charge taken by Diedrich Willard-Trask. Boy, Julian Smith just put his shoulder right into Diedrich. And Willard-Trask takes his 4th charge of the season. 2nd tonight taken by the Crusaders. It'll be a foul on Smith, his 1st, and the team's 3rd. Buhler the other way, down 9-2. Here's Jeff Neal, right side circle. Gives it up to Diedrich Willard-Trask, falls down with the ball, loose on the deck, and it goes out of bounds off of Hutchinson. It'll be Buhler ball near the midcourt line. Jared Robertson gets up and is okay. He went hard out of bounds after that ball. There's not a ton of room on that sideline before you get to the stands. Rylan Parker's going to return for Buhler. Ethan Stambaugh will go out. Jackson Henaha will come in at 5'9" junior for the Salthawks. Out goes Robertson. Davian Gilliam is also checked to the game for Coach Bryant. 6'5", a junior. There's Parker with the ball for Buhler. Pull up right baseline short. Rebound Hutchinson. That shot short. Salthawks the other way, right to left. Hutch 12-10 a year ago. Looking for an improved season. Buhler off that 18-5 year in a state tournament berth. But key pieces gone. Voth and Hernandez. Of course, Wade Meyer, another starter playing for this Salthawk team. Here's a 3 up top, in and out, no good by Henaha. Rebound Hutch. Pulled down by Terrell King. Off to Dante King. In the corner to Smith. There's contact underneath, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Jeff Neal. It'll be the first on Jeffrey, 14th foul. Salthawks to play it in, up 9-2. Buhler just 1 bucket in this first quarter. And here's a drive and a score by Dante King. 11-2, the lead grows to 9. Buhler the other way. Ricker for 3, missed short. Rebound tapped about, taken by Julian Smith of Hutchinson. Salthawks a 9-point lead in the ball. Buhler just 2 points in the first quarter. Terrell King on a drive, missed the shot. Rebound inside, pulled down by Rodriguez of Hutch. And puts it back up and in. 13-2. Lead is 11. And now a whistle and a foul call. Foul on the inbound. Buter trying to get it in to Ryland Parker. Wade Meyer will come into the Salt Hawk lineup. Returns. Out goes Dante King. And foul on Jackson Hinaha on the inbound, his first, team's fifth. An 11-point lead here for Hutch. As Diedrich Willard-Trask will play it in to Grant Ricker. Ricker driving far side now across the timeline. Goes into the lane, goes to the bucket, and scores it. Just the second field goal here in the quarter for the Crusaders. Off offense created by Grant Ricker in the lane. 13-4, lead down to 9. Salt Hawks the other way. Terrell King along that baseline. Cuts through traffic, now to Meyer. Make that to Smith out on the wing. Right side three missed. Rebound Diedrich Willard-Trask. Plays it ahead to Stambaugh through traffic. Ethan up that floor left to right. Buter down 9. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Ricker out high. Top of that circle. Drives through a double team into traffic and draws contact and a foul on Julian Smith. And that'll put Ricker at the line for 2. Actually, they're gonna pin that on Rodriguez from behind. It'll be his first, team 6th. Grant at the line, first free throw short. Ricker 5 of 9 on the year, coming into this game with the stripe, a career 62% foul shooter. Garrett Robertson has returned to the Salt Hawk lineup as Ricker missed them both. Rebound Salt Hawks. Hutch the other way, right to left. Ty Clark, 5'10" junior, also in for Coach Miller now. Here's a elbow jumper, good by Julian Smith. 15-4, lead back to 11. 15 seconds to play in the half. Buter against the press. Ricker across the timeline, far side in front of the Salt Hawk bench. Picked up on that left side by Robertson. He'll drive in the corner. 3 short. Rebound Wade Meyer, and that gets us to the end of the first quarter. Slow start again tonight for the Crusaders. Just 4 first quarter points. 15-4. Salt Hawks by 11 after 1. We're back in a minute on HKFM.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
If you're getting ready to buy or sell land, start a building project, or have a property line in question, call Alpha Land Surveys. With over 30 years of experience, you can trust Alpha Land Surveys. Call 728-0012 or go to alphalandsurveys.com.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit ericksoncustomBLDG.com.
I'm Cindy Couchman. Our Ad Astra Virtual Academy, we offer elective options, including a STEM pathway and courses like HVAC, plumbing, and electrical technologies, all taught by industry-certified professionals. Find out more at USD313.org today.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Salt Hawk Activity Center. Crusader basketball brought to you by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Erickson Custom Building, by the Crusader Booster Club, and by Idea Tech. Salt Hawks after 1, 15-4, just 2 field goals, one by Stambaugh, one by Ricker in that first quarter. And early scoring has been an issue for Buter so far in 3 games. Same here tonight. Stambaugh, right side circle. Down low to Willard-Trask. Nice give in the lane. The finger roll for Grant Ricker. He's got 4. Good start to the second quarter, 15-6. And the lead cut to 9, so Buter can get a stop here. And a steal, there it is. Ricker with the takeaway, going the other way, one-on-one, layup, good! And Grant's got 6. And now Hutch wants a timeout as Buter opens the second quarter on a 4-0 run to get a little spark going 15-8. It's a 7-point game, and we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Did you know that the evaporated salt produced at your local Cargill salt facility is among the purest of all salts? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Bueller generating a little offense to start this second quarter. The 4-run, 15-8. It's a 7-point game. Hutch calling timeout there. Salthawks back at it. Wade Meyer, left corner, guarded three, short. Boy, rebound. Terrell King leaps over everybody to grab that board. Right back to Meyer in that left corner. He'll drive, kick, and a charge taken. Dedrick Willard-Trask on Wade Meyer under the bucket. And that is a second charge taken by Dedrick in the game. Third by the Crusaders as a team. That'll be the first personal foul on Wade Meyer. Bueller was so good at sneaking in there and taking those charges a year ago, and they picked up right where they left off. A chance to get it to a two-possession game here. Here's Ricker, far side, met at the timeline by Dante King. Drives past him, far side circle. Now Grant inside, right corner to Willard-Trask. Back to Grant for a three. Shot missed, but a offensive foul on the Crusaders. And that is going to go against Dedrick Willard-Trask. It'll be his second. Tried to set that pick to get Grant open. They call him for the foul in the right corner. Second on Dedrick. 15 foul. Hutch the other way. Eighth Bueller turnover here in the half. Here's Lang from the right elbow, missed the jumper. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Head to Parker across the timeline. Ryland dribbling through traffic, slides it right wing. Grant stops and pops, three, missed. Rebound, Dedrick Willard-Trask. Right back to Ricker in that lane. Far side, Stamba. Ethan for three, swish! Ethan Stamba! Second bucket of the night. He's got five, and it's a 4-point game. 15-11. A 7-0 Crusader run. Now the Salthawks. Lang gets down deep and scores it off the right glass. Nick Lang for two. First points of the second quarter for Hutch. Back to a 6-point lead. 5:57 to go before halftime. Here's Willard-Trask. His pass to Parker picked off by Wade Meyer. Salthawks the other way, off the window and good by Garrett Robertson. 19-11. Back to an 8-point game. Got to find a way to cut down on those turnovers. It's not a good pass. Here's Ricker. Ricker through traffic. Is going to go to the hoop. And contact, no call. Missed the shot. Rebound, Salthawks. Ahead to Meyer. Up top, Lang near side to Robertson. He'll shoot the three over Eddy. And now a 7-0 Salthawk run. And just like that, a 4-point lead is 11, and a timeout by the Crusaders. 22-11, our score. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
95.9 HKFM.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. 5:19 to go here before halftime. 22-11. Bueller opened the second quarter on a 7-0 run. Cut the lead to 4, but the Salthawks of turnovers answer right back with 7 of their own and extend the lead back out at 22-11. 5:19 to go here before halftime. Gilliam, oh my gosh. Another steal, another lay-in. Dante King for two, 24-11. And now we've got a foul coming the other way as the lead has grown to 13, largest in the game for Hutch. 5:10 to play. Garrett Robertson picks up a foul on the inbound. That'll be his second, and the team's eighth. Gilliam goes out on the floor. Swanson, Ricker, Neal, Eddy, and Willard Trask. That is the 8th team foul on Hutch. It's going to put Jeff Neal at the line for 1-1. Jeffrey's first free throw tries of the year. Career 75% foul shooter. First for the junior on the way and good. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by People's Bank and Trust, by Rice and Prino, Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Second free throw for Jeffrey. Missed back iron. 1 of 2. 24-12. It's a 12-point game. Salthawks by 12 the other way. Here's Terrell King. Dishes off to Rodriguez. Out front, Nick Lang for three. Missed. Rebound, Diedrich Willard Trask. And Diedrich off and running. Pushes it up that floor to Jeffrey. Neal, right baseline to Matt Eddy. Eddy will shoot the jumper. Missed. Rebound, Salthawks. Ahead, Wade Meyer. Meyer's going to go to the hoop. And Meyer slams it home. Twenty-6 to 12. The lead is 14. Bueller the other way, trying to generate some offense. That has been hard to come by. Here's Ricker inside and caught underneath. And throws the ball off of Dante King out of bounds. Jillian Smith returns to the Salthawk lineup, replacing Nick Lang, Riley Parker, and LaShawn Swanson out for Bueller. Salthawks with a 14-point lead at 26 to 12. And another foul on the inbound. And this one's going to go against Dante King, his second. Ninth team foul. Grant Ricker's going to go to the line for 1-1. That's going to bring Dante King out of the game. And Jackson Hinaha will return. So Ricker at the line, where he's 0 for 2 in the game. And he misses the first here, now 0 for 3. Rebound, Salthawks. Here's Smith on a drive, pulls up free throw line, traveled with the ball, no call. Rebound tapped about, out of bounds in front of the Bueller bench. And it's going to be Crusader ball. So Bueller will go the other way. Ricker across the timeline, up the floor to Eddy. Inside, Willard Trask kicks out on the right wing to Jeff Neal. Ball poked away, gets it back. Here's Ricker up high. Grant on a drive and a spin with the left. Off the glass, no. Rebound, Crusaders coast to coast. Terrell King lays it up and in. 28 to 12, lead is 16. Ball knocked out of bounds near the midcourt line. It's going to stay with the Crusaders. Swanson and Stambaugh return. Willard Trask and Ricker will go out. Meyer out for the Salthawks, and Garrett Robertson returns. Parker's got the point. His team down 16 with 3:26 left in the half. Here is Ryland Parker. Scoop to the cup, missed. He is yet to score in the last two games after scoring 22 in the season opener against Nickerson. Inside shot blocked by Matt Eddy. Hinaha had his shot blocked. Taken away by the Crusaders. Pull up, 10-footer in and out, missed by Parker. Rebound, Hutchinson. Boy, Bueller just cannot buy offense. Inside, Hutch. They work it to the corner to Hinaha for three. Missed. Rebound, Ryland Parker. Parker left to right across the timeline. Gives up to Stambaugh. Far side, LaShawn Swanson. Swanson on a drive, flip to the cup, and that won't go. Rebound, Hutchinson. Salt Hawks the other way. Across the timeline is Terrell King. King drives, left elbow jumper is good. And the lead now 30-12 has grown to 18. And Matt Eddy the other way. Ball knocked out of his hands. There's a steal and a layup good by Garrett Robertson. And this is turned into a rout. 32-12, it's a 20-point game. Jeff Neal the other way. Inside, outside, wing. Parker for three, missed. Rebound loose on the deck. Two players collide. Stambaugh and Robertson collide going for the ball. They're going to call a foul on Ethan Stambaugh. Second on Stambaugh.
Second personal.
16 foul. Nick Lang and Ty Clark return to the Salt Hawk lineup. Willard Trask and Ricker back for Bueller. Here's Hutch, up 20, and a three missed by Julian Smith. Rebound Bueller, outlet Ryland Parker. Parker across the timeline, left to right. Rolls to the far side, gives up to Stambaugh. Out top to Willard Trask. Willard Trask from the foul line, working it down the lane. Up top to Parker. Parker trying to some separation. Pass to the wing, deflected out of bounds. Ryland Parker at 5'8". Somehow ended up with 6'4" Julian Smith on him. Tough matchup as Wade Meyer returns for Hutch. And Garrett Robertson goes out. Stambaugh to play it in. Inbounds pass stolen away. And a layup missed by Nick Lang. Rebound Crusaders. Stambaugh in the lane. Fouled and no call. Hutch comes away with the ball. Meyer for three, missed. Rebound tapped out of bounds off the Salt Hawks. Surely they're not going to give it. It is going to be Bueller ball. 1:08 to go in the half. 32-12. Bueller has not broken the 20-point mark and a half in 3 games. It doesn't look like they're going to do it here. Ricker double team, needs some help, throws it away. Oh, a shot blocked by Grant Ricker. Wade Meyer was trying for another dunk. And Ricker swatted it away out of bounds. It'll be a Salt Hawk ball. Sometimes the dunks are fun. Once in a while, though, you just gotta make the ball sure the ball goes in. Here's Ty Clark for two, 34-12. Layup on the other end, missed by Stambaugh. Lead is 22. Rebound Hutch. 43 seconds to go in the half. Smith for three. That's good. (37-12). Wow. Lead is 25. Bueller the other way. There's Parker on a baseline jumper, and that is good. Finally, Ryland Parker gets a shot to go in. 37-14. Lead is 23. Bueller had gotten it down on a 7-point swing to start the quarter. They'd gotten it down to a 4-point game. It was 15-11. Here's a foul called on Grant Ricker, his first. Since then, the Salt Hawks are on a 22-3 run. Julian Smith at the foul line. This is 1-1. And the first is up and good. Ricker's first personal. 7th team foul in the half. So many turnovers. Smith, 2 free throws good. He's got 7 points in the half, 39-14. Lead is 25, and Buhler turns it over again. Pass up the floor, goes out of bounds. 3.8 left. A miserable second quarter here after that 7-0 start. Here's Meyer racing into front court. 2 seconds to go. He'll get off a shot. Missed off the front iron, and that gets us to halftime. Your score at halftime, Hutchinson 39, Buhler 14. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up on HKFM.
To the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Coming up, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's first half. And we'll catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week in Crusader Sports. 95.9 HKFM.
At Morton Salt in South Hutch, we're passionate about what we do and how we do it. That's because we're helping to improve people's lives in more ways and places than ever before. Hi, this is Evan Moody, General Manager. To learn more, go to mortonsalt.com.
Let technology bring you closer this holiday season to loved ones near and far. With unlimited data as low as $25 a month, you can get the phone you want with the features you need from the best people. Next Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in Hutchinson, McPherson, Newton, or online. They're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUTCH or email admissions@hutchcc.edu today.
Kansas State junior defensive end Felix Anyudike-Uzama earned one of the most prestigious postseason honors as he was named to the 133rd edition of the Walter Camp All-American team as a second-team performer. The 2022 Big 12 Defensive Player and Defensive Lineman of the Year, Anyudike-Uzama, totaled 44 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 8.5 sacks this season to go along with 2 forced fumbles and a pass breakup. Anyudike-Uzama is also a finalist for the Lott Impact Trophy and a semifinalist for the Chuck Bednarik Award. There's still one more chance to see Anyudike-Uzama. That'll be in the Sugar Bowl against number 5 Alabama Saturday, December 31st inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And coming up on Saturday on Ad Astra Radio, the 6th-ranked KU Jayhawks, 8-1 on the year, play in its first true road game of the season at Missouri, who are 9-0 in the Hy-Vee Hoops Border Showdown at 4:15. The contest from Missouri Arena. KU is coming off a 91-65 victory over Seton Hall in the Big 12 Big East battle, as Missouri is 8-0 at home after its 96-89 victory over Southeast Missouri State. This will be the 271st meeting in the Hy-Vee Hoops Border Showdown rivalry. KU and Missouri were conference members from 1907 to 2012. KU leads the overall series 175-95, which includes a 102-65 victory last season in Allen Fieldhouse. And redshirt junior Jalen Wilson leads the conference in scoring at 21.9 points per game, which is also 10th nationally. And you can hear that matchup right here on 94.7 KSKU, starting with the Crimson and Blue pregame show at 2:45. You can also hear a doubleheader of Sterling College basketball as they're taking on Friends University from Sterling. The 19th-ranked Lady Warriors were on the road at North Newton against the Threshers Wednesday night, and Sterling took down Bethel 64-52. While on the men's side, Cedric Rollerson took over in the second half, scoring 22 of the Warriors' 39 points and a half to give the Warriors a 75-67 victory over Bethel College. So Sterling College vs. Friends can be heard on 95.9 KWHK starting at 2:40. And you can also check the Ad Astra Facebook page and the Twitter page to find out the final schedule for Saturday's high school tournament final games. That's a look at your halftime sports. Let's get you back out to your high school games.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
The right price for the right protection? It exists. Hi, I'm Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson, and I can help you get the right protection for the right price. Contact me for a free quote. Call me today or stop by my office in Midtown Hutchinson at 13th and Main. Are you in good hands?
95.9 HKFM.
All right, everybody, welcome back here at halftime. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. 39-14 here at the half. Salthawks jumped out of this game to a 7-0 lead, led by 11. 15-4 after one, and Buhler, a little spark to start the second quarter. Got it down to 4. Right back in the game at 15-11, but then Salthawks took off. Answered back with 7 of their own. It was an 11-point game with 5 minutes to go in the half. And well, they really ran away, stretched it to 25. Here at halftime, 39-14. Turnovers just plaguing the Crusaders. Turnovers and missed shots just been tough. Buhler still trying to fit all the pieces and parts together, and a lot of youth out there. And there's going to be some growing pains here early. And hopefully as the season goes along, Coach Bryant, his knowledge of the game, and he'll get some things worked out. Scoring in the first half, Garrett Robertson for Hutch with 12. Terrell King with 8. Ty Clark with 2. Wade Meyer with 2. Dante King with 4. Braden Rodriguez with 2. Julian Smith with 7. And Nick Lang with 2. The Salthawks were 4 of 4 at the foul line. For Buhler, 6 for Grant Ricker, 2. Ryland Parker, Ethan Stambaugh with 5. And Jeff Neal with 1. And Buhler was 1 of 5 at the stripe. It's third straight game to start the year with not been able to get to that 20-point mark in the first half. They've been much better coming out of the second half. We'll see if that trend continues here tonight. 39-14 is our score at the half, and our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Ladies fell tonight 62-44 was the final in that game. Buhler actually led by as many as 9 points in the first half, down 10 at halftime. And Salthawks stretched that out in the second half behind 20 points from Aaliyah Green. A career best 19 tonight for Charlie Baxter, who was our player of the game. Great job by Charlie, a sophomore, 19 tonight. And Claudia Taylor added 5 in the loss for the Lady Crusaders. Our freshman boys won tonight, 48-45. Did also have a JV girls update for you at the half. Buhler was leading Hutch 18-14. Sterling College basketball coming up here on HKFM tomorrow. 5:40 from the Gleason as the Warriors take on the Friends Falcons. KU basketball also tomorrow. And the Jayhawks in Missouri to take on the Tigers with a 2:45 pregame over on KSKU. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. By I Need a Cleaners, Holly's Sweet Treats by APAC Shears, and by Alpha Land Surveys. Grade school dance teams performing here at halftime, so things extended just a little bit. At the half. And of course, high school basketball elsewhere across the network tonight. See if we can grab you some scores there in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Action streaming online at @astraradio.com and on the @Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. McPherson leading Andover at halftime in the boys game, 37-35. End of three, boys. Mountain Ridge 41, Inman 28. Central Christian was leading Gossel at the half 22-15. Some girls finals. Inman beat Mount Ridge tonight 58-36. McPherson, we do not have a final there. They were leading Andover after 3, 56-37. Those are some other finals we have on the girls' side for tonight. Latest online at astradio.com and on the Astra Radio app. You can download that for iPhone or Android right to your phone and stream all of our action all season long from anywhere. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. What's going on in the area this weekend? Also find all kinds of holiday fun activities online at astraradio.com, including nights before Christmas, the Light Spectacular at the Hutchinson Zoo. 2 more weekends to check that out this weekend and next. They've extended the halftime again, so several dance teams performing here tonight. They've also got a cool thing. They've encouraged fans from both schools to bring stuffed animals tonight. They're doing a stuffed animal toss. So anybody who's brought a stuffed animal into the gym tonight can throw that out on the court right now. And there are quite a few that have been brought. Yes, indeed there are. So the cheerleaders are going to come out and pick those up, and they're going to actually donate those stuffed animals to various charities to benefit kids for Christmas. So that's pretty cool. There's bears and all kinds of things out there. Giant stuffed dragon, monkeys, dinosaurs. And again, those will all benefit local charities and kids for Christmas. Pretty cool stuff. We're still stalling here, if you couldn't tell. Just waiting for them to wind the clock back up. They've still got about 3 minutes on the clock before the second half. So we'll come back here in a minute. We'll tell some more stories and eventually get back to basketball. Second half, you know, there's some work to do. Down to 25 points, 39-14. Tell you what, Heath Stroller, who's running operations back in our studio tonight, our engineer. Go ahead and put 2 minutes on the clock, my friend. 2 minutes. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the second half. Right after this on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdowdds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Allen Samuels and Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at allensamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends." Hey, Kansas, are you tired of paying a ridiculous amount of money for internet that buffers and goes out when the wind blows? Say goodbye to slow, expensive internet and hello to IdeaTech. IdeaTech delivers Kansas's fastest internet speeds at prices that won't break the bank. Right now, IdeaTech is extending a 2-month free offer to new customers who sign up by December 31st. That means you can get our best internet speeds completely free for 2 months. Are you ready for internet freedom? Go to IdeaTech.com. That's IdeaTech.com and enter code FREEDOM22 by December 31st.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, welcome back here to the Salt Hawk Activity Center, Area West. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tonight. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Come by, let's be friends. 39-14 as we get ready to start the second half. Same starting five: Parker, Stambaugh, Eddy, Ricker, and Willard Trask for the Crusaders. King, Robertson, Meyer, King, and Lang for the Salt Hawks. Hutch will host Salina South here in the Activity Center on Friday. Or Tuesday, excuse me. Bueller goes to Hutch on Tuesday, and then they finish up at Augusta before the Christmas break. They'll have quite a bit of time off. Peter won't play again until January 4th at Winfield. Salt Hawk ball to start the second half, left to right. Here's Lang down low, kicks out of the wing, and Dante King for three, missed. Rebound with a putback, good by Nick Lang. He's got 4 in the game. It's the second half's first bucket to make it a 27-point game. The other way, 1-2 by Willard Trask, missed. Stambaugh rebound to Eddy inside, and Matt scores it for 2. First points tonight for Matt Eddy. 41-16. Lead is 25. Here's Terrell King with a drive and a scoop and a miss. Rebound Matt Eddy. As that glue guy does everything. Stambaugh dribbling through traffic, plays it to Eddy. Over to the right wing to Parker. Out front Ricker, far side Stambaugh. Baseline to Eddy. Here's Ricker right side. Double team. Plays it up to Eddy to the foul line. Baseline Willard Trask. Diedrich inside. Nice give to Eddy. And the layup for Matt is good. 4 points for Matt Eddy to start the quarter, 41-18. Down to 23. Salt Hawks with a 3 in the right corner. The other way missed by Garrett Robertson. Rebound Eddy. Outlet to Ricker. Grant up that floor. Ball poked away by Terrell King out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders as Jeff Neal will come in for Bueller, replacing Diedrich Willard Trask. Julian Smith and Brayton Rodriguez return for Hutchinson. Wade Meyer and Nick Lang go out. Here is Ricker. Grant 15 out, left baseline. Drives, kicks. Neal in the corner. Jeff on a drive, up off the window, and good. Scored it for Jeff Neal. Well, the offense looking better here to start the second half. It's 41-20. Lead is down to 21. Now a steal. Ricker takes it away. Grant the other way. Over Smith. Can't score it. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Matt Eddy. Well, both teams are battling for it. That was close. Salt Hawks are going to get it back. Terrell King will bring it across the timeline. He's going to try the 3 on the left side, and he rattles it home. 44-20. Lead is 24. Eddy the other way. Neal on the baseline. Jeff inside, reverse layup blocked by Julian Smith. Smith ahead to Terrell King. One-on-one against Parker. Spin move to the cup and score. 46-20. Hutch by 26. Here comes Ricker. Ahead to Stambaugh. Layup to Ethan. He's good. 46-22. 24-point game. Salthawks the other way. Smith for three. Short and out of bounds. It'll be Bueller ball. 5:01 to play here in the third. Dietrich Willer-Trask is going to return for Bueller. Nick Lang will return for Hutchinson along with Wade Meyer. Matt Eddy is headed to the bench. Tavian Gilliam also in, replacing Jeffrey Neal. Gilliam to inbounder, pass rejected by Meyer, and he'll set up and do it again. And it's deflected, trying to get it deep to Ricker near the timeline, deflected out of bounds by a Salthawk. So we'll reset and to try again. This time it'll be Ethan Stambaugh to play it in, into Ricker. Ahead to Ryland Parker. Parker far side. Drives, dishes from the baseline. Missed. Rebound. Willer-Trask. Put back no. Rebound Salthawks. Here's Terrell King. Driving past Parker. Bounce pass to Dante King. Kick out of the wing to Robertson. Robertson drives. Scoops. Can't score. Ball out of bounds. Goes off the Salthawks. It'll be Bueller ball. Baseline. 4:32 to play in the third, 46-22. Jeff Neal returning, and Ryland Parker goes out. LaShawn Swanson is also going to come back in the lineup, and Ethan Stambaugh will go out. So Gilliam, Neal, Ricker, Stambaugh, check that, Swanson, and Willer-Trask on the floor. Here's Grant Ricker in backcourt, plays it to Jeff Neal. Jeff, ooh, big collision, and no foul called at the timeline. Jeff Neal, Terrell King tried to come over to cut the ball off, and Jeff just drove right through him. And Terrell King got the worst end of that. On the other end, Jeff missed the layup. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Salthawk ball. King is up and okay, but he got hit hard. Here's Dante King into Nick Lang, and tied up, and a foul on the floor. Stops play with 4:14 to go here in the third. It is called on Dietrich Willer-Trask. It'll be his third. First team foul of the half on the Crusaders. Bueller across the timeline, right to left. Swanson to Willer-Trask. Off to Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal works around a defender. Lost the ball. Stolen away by Terrell King. Ahead to Meyer. Back to King. King dribbling through traffic. And a shot blocked from behind, but a foul on Jeff Neal. That'll put Terrell King, who's just a sophomore, but he's going to be a terrific player for Coach Miller. That'll be the second on Jeff's second team foul of the half. Here's King at the line. He was 2 of 2 in the first half. Free throw on the way is good. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by All-State agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, Red Rock Auto Center, by the Medicine Shop, and by Edgar Family Dental. Jackson Hinaha has returned to the Salthawk lineup now. Meyer goes back out. Free throw missed by King, his first miss of the night. Rebound Crusaders. 47-22. Layup inside the other way, missed by Tavian Gilliam. Rebound Salthawks. Ahead to King. Off the right side circle, Robertson. He'll streak in the lane, and the floater is good. Well, they've just got all kinds of weapons. 49-22, lead 27. Diedrich Willard-Trask the other way across the timeline, and a timeout by Coach Dave Bryant. 3:20 to go here in the third. Timeout of the floor, 49-22. Hutchinson back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here at the Salt Hawk Activity Center. Third quarter action, 49-22 Hutchinson. Here's Grant Ricker inside shot block. Taken away by the Salt Hawks. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Hinaha has it. Stolen away. Pass picked off by Willard-Trask. Layup good and a foul. Diedrich Willard-Trask gets to the cup and scores it. Chance for a three-point play and a foul from behind on Hutch's Julian Smith. That'll be his second. Ty Clark returns. Here's Devon Speller, 6-foot sophomore for the first time tonight. Just the first team foul of the second half on the Salt Hawks. And Diedrich converts at the line. Now 5 of 8 at the free throw line of the year. He's got 3 points in the game. 49-25. Now another steal. Diedrich again going to the bucket again and fouled, and 2 more coming at the line for Diedrich Willard-Trask. Diedrich still out there playing hard, giving it his best. Another steal, another free throw opportunity. That foul on Nick Lang, his first. 2 at the line for the Buhler senior, and the first swishes home. Ethan Stambaugh, Ryland Parker going to return for Buhler. Swanson and Gilliam go out. More for Diedrich at the line, and he rattles it home. 4 points all here in the second half, 49-27. Lead is 22. Salt Hawks the other way. Ty Clark with it. On a drive and a dish in the lane. Missed. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. Actually shot that from the left side post that time. Kind of looked like a pass that turned into a shot. Salt Hawks will pick up full court pressure as Buhler plays it in backcourt to Grant Ricker. Grant's going to drive it across the timeline. Into the lane. Pushes it to Willard-Trask on the left side. Back to Grant, left side circle. Ricker drives baseline. Out to Willard-Trask. Kicks, right elbow, jumper. Matt Eddy in and out, no good. Matt trying for his own rebound and deflects it. Coach Bryant thought that went off Nick Lang, imploring the official. But they're going to say it's Salt Hawk ball. Salt Hawks with a 22-point lead of the basketball. 2 minutes to go in the quarter, and here's a foul on the floor here on the right side in Hutchinson's half of the court. And it's going to go against Ethan Stambaugh, his third. Third team foul here in the second half. Hutch will have the ball. Inbounds from the right baseline. Ty Clark, 3 in the corner, short. Lang with a rebound, and the putback is good. 6 for Nick Lang, 51-27. It is 24, and Buhler passed to the wing to Stambaugh the other way, too strong and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover And we'll go back the other way. 5:30 pregame on Tuesday from McPherson. The Roundhouse Crusaders and the Bull Pups. Bueller on the boys' side swept McPherson in the regular season, lost to them in the opening round at the state tournament. Salthawks with the ball and a double-digit lead, and a floater on the left baseline missed. Rebound, though, Spiller for Hutchinson. Out front to Julian Smith. He'll drive right side lane line. Gives up to Garrett Robertson. Back up top, Smith for three, and it's good. Second try tonight for Julian Smith. 54-27. Lead back to 27. Grant Ricker the other way. In the lane is fouled. See if they call that in the act of shooting. See, he was squaring up to take a shot. Looks like Grant will have two at the line. So they call that foul. Garrett Robertson, his third, team's third. Grant Ricker is 0 for 3 at the foul line here in the game. Career 62% shooter, 6 points tonight, but 0 of 3 at the line. First free throw here is missed. That is something he has struggled with tonight. He was 5 of 9 coming into the game. Jay Lewis, 5'9" junior, into the Hutch lineup. Terrell King also reappears. And there's the first free throw make of the night for Grant. 1 for 5. 54-28. Lead is 26. Jeff Neal in, and Ricker goes out for the Crusaders. Bueller in danger here of a two-game losing streak after losing on the road at Goddard on Tuesday. Won the season opener at Nickerson. Here's King inside and score it for Terrell King. 56-28. Willard Trask the other way. 15-footer, no. Rebound Smith for the Salthawks. Jay Lewis, left side circle. Off to Lang, now to Terrell King. Up top, Lewis. Far side, Smith, another three, short. Rebound, fought for. Salthawks will come up with it, Terrell King. 16 seconds to play in the third. Here's Clark on the right side circle. Smith on the baseline, 15-foot fadeaway, the buzzer, no, and that'll get us to the end of the third. Your score, Hutchinson, 56, Bueller 28 after 3 quarters. Fourth coming up back in a minute here on HKFM.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Need a winning rate? I'm Ashley McClure, owner of IVP Benefits Consulting Group, a local insurance agency. I know what it's like to work hard to win. We'll work hard to find you winning rates for all of your healthcare needs. Call us at 620-904-7010.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Hi, this is Brett Henry, and for the past 75 years at Adams Brown Barron Ball, we've served Kansas and America. To celebrate our 75th anniversary, we have rebranded to Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. For more information on our exciting changes, check out adamsbrowncpa.com and see why we are above and beyond.
95.9 HKFM.
Fourth quarter coming up here from Hutchinson. 56-28. Salthawks with the ball and a lay-in good by Dante King. Now a steal and a layup good by Grant Robertson. 4 quick points. 60-28. Lead is 32 the other way. Stambaugh gets in the lane. Layup good, and a foul on Nick Lang. That'll be his second. So Stambaugh at the line. Free throw is good. Ethan now 10 points tonight. That is a career high for the senior. 60-31. Down to 29. Now a steal taken away by Ryland Parker. Ryland Parker layup on the other end missed. Salthawks left corner. Dante King missed on a three. Rebound Stambaugh. Ahead to Parker. Parker to Willard Trask. Tried the lob pass, and it was off the mark. Taken away by the Salthawks. It's a good idea, it just didn't work. Terrell King in the lane. Up top to Lang. And a three is good. You say that, is something doesn't work, is it a good idea? It looked like it was a good idea. It just didn't work. And then a bucket good on the Salthawk end. And a three for Terrell King. Substitutions coming here for Hutchinson. 63-31, lead is 32. Devon Spiller back into the game. Julian Smith is out there, as is Jay Lewis. Braden Rodriguez, Jackson Hinaha. The five on the floor for the Salthawks. Eddie, Stambaugh, Swanson, Willard Trask, and Ricker for the Crusaders. 6:23 to play, 63-31. And Ricker lost the handle, another steal. Salthawks looking to add to a lead. Here's Smith out high. Off the bounce, Spiller right side. Out of Lewis. Lewis dribbling left off a screen. Picked up by Matt Eddy, far side. Drives past Eddy. Inside dish. Jumper good for Braden Rodriguez. 65-31. Lead is 34. Here's Swanson the other way. Out high to Willard Trask. He'll drive. And a scoop and a miss. But a foul is going to put Diedrich at the line for two. The third on Julian Smith. He's going to check out of the game. First free throw good by Diedrich. Daley Van Sickle, 6'3" junior, comes in. Willard Trask hits the first free throw. And the second. He's 5 of 5 tonight. He's got 7 points. 65-33. Diedrich comes out and is replaced by Jeffrey Neal. Here's Jay Lewis across the timeline for the Salthawks. 4:36 to go. Lewis drives. Far side Spiller. Out front to Hinaha. Hinaha off a screen, rolls right side circle. Fighting through traffic. Floater in the lane, short. Rebound loose on the deck. And we're going to have a tie-up for it. And on the jump ball arrow, it'll be Salthawk basketball. Crusader basketball this year brought to you in part by H&R Block, by Ray & Sons Roofing, Sheila Metzger Agency by Advanced Physical Therapy, and by Hutch. Here in the West, here Salthawk Activity Center tonight. In McPherson on Tuesday next week, and then a week from tonight at Augusta. Salthawk ball late in this one. Hinaha's got it far side circle. Gives off to Spiller. Spin move through the hands of Van Sickle and out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Hutchinson. Diedrich Willard Trask to return for Bueller, and he'll replace Matthew Eddy. .323 to go. 65-33. Here comes Parker. Parker driving inside, stripped but foul. That'll put Ryland, I believe, at the line. Charge to Devin Spiller, his first. Ryland Parker, 2 points tonight. 2 of 5 at the foul line on the year, his first try this evening. And the first free throw is up and good. Grant Ricker back, Ethan Stambaugh out. One more at the line for Parker. Free throw on the way and good. He got them both. 4 points. 65-35. Even 30-point lead. 2:25 to go in the game. Here's Jay Lewis, double teamed in the corner. Able to dribble out of it to the left wing. Picked up by Grant Ricker, the man-to-man. Off a screen, rolls right to the right elbow, now to the right side circle. Looking inside to Van Sickle. And Van Sickle gets tied up underneath with Grant Ricker. They're going to call a foul on Ricker. That'll stop the clock with 1:58 to go. Actually, a running clock now here in the fourth quarter. As that foul on Grant will be his second. Sunhawks to play it in. Van Sickle, shot blocked by Willard Trask, out of bounds. It'll stay with Hutchinson. 1:38 to go. The Sunhawks are going to sweep the Crusaders here in the Activity Center tonight. This will be Hutch's first win over Butte on the guys' side since this series resumed. And a very statement win at that. There's a shot in the lane, good by Jackson Henaha. 67-35, and Butte on the pass up the floor, turns it back over the other way, goes out of bounds on the far side in front of the Crusader bench. Salthawks have the potential to have a good year. I really like Terrell King. He's a fantastic player. Garrett Robertson as well, those two together. A lot of complementary pieces. Butte still a lot to figure out. They'll get there. Got to find a way to score in the first half of these games. There's Van Sickle inside, and he scores it. Also really struggled defensively at times. 69-35. 3 the other way by Ricker, missed. Rebound Willard Trask. Gives up to Grant. Grant to the bucket. Missed with the right hand. 18 seconds to play. Salthawks can dribble it out and go to 2-0. Down to 12. 69-35. Down to 8 seconds to play. Down to 4. Down to 2. And that's the game. Final score here in the Salthawk Activity Center. Hutchinson 69. And Butte 35. Salthawks 2-0. They get Salina South here at the SAC on Tuesday next week. Crusaders will take their 1-2 record on the road to McPherson. Hutch wins it. We'll be back. Our Crusader Locker Room show coming up after this on HKFM.
The Crusader Locker Room Show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories.
Trying to set that pick to get Grant open. They call it for the foul in the right corner. And for 3, swish! Ethan, far side, Stambaugh. Ethan for 3. Rebound, Diedrich Willard Trask. Right back to Ricker in that. Of the night, he's got 5, and it's a 4-point game. 15-11.
Bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Are you interested in helping students be successful in reaching their goals and dreams? Many kids in Reno County need a positive, caring role model in their life. Rise Up Reno would love for you to become a mentor in one of our school-based programs. Give a youth some of your time and make a huge difference in their lives and futures. They will give you memories you won't forget.
Want to help make a positive difference through Rise Up Reno's school-based mentoring programs? Visit riseupreno.org. That's riseupreno.org.
Rise up, Reno.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Sterling offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as dry needling, sports injury, orthopedics, and neurological rehab. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. To improve our services, we pride ourselves in one-on-one, goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
Hey fans, this is Rachel Nelson. It's game time and I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Spend your valuable time prepping for the game, not doing laundry. Keep your knit polos and khaki pants looking great. For the winning look, stop by I Need a Cleaners, 13th and Main in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, a tough loss here tonight in the Salt Hawk Activity Center for the Crusader men. 69-35. Hutch very consistent in their scoring. 15 in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 17 in the third, and 13 in the fourth. Buter finally put some points on the board in the second half. They had 14 third quarter points, 21 in that final period. But it's for the third straight game, it's been these slow starts that have been the kryptonite of this team. As they managed just 4 first quarter points, just 14 tonight in the first half, and they get behind early. It was an 11-point game. Hutch up 15-4 after 1. And Buter came storming back in the second quarter, scored 7 straight, and cut it to a 4-point lead at 15-11. Salt Hawks went on a 7-0 run of their own and eventually stretched it out to 25 in that second quarter. It's just it was a very difficult second quarter for the Crusaders. And they end up trailing by 25 at halftime, 39-14. Got it up above 30 in the fourth quarter, and they win 69-35 is the final score. Get some other final stats coming up. Let's go ahead and give you our play and player of the game here. Our Dix Phillip 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on top tier gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillip 66, family owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. It's a big shot by Ethan Stambaugh early in the second quarter that made it a 4-point game. Rebound, Diedrich Willard-Trask. Right back to Ricker in that lane. Far side, Stambaugh. Ethan for 3. Swish! Ethan Stambaugh. Second bucket of the night. He's got 5, and it's a 4-point game. Made it 15-11. That was the closest it was in the game. And talked about what Hutch did to pull away then. Salt Hawks, just too many pieces tonight. Great guard play. Terrell King, maybe one of the best guards in all of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail, and he proved it tonight both offensively and defensively. He made it very tough on Parker, Ricker, and Swanson tonight. Robertson, another really just a heady guard, a senior, and then they've got some great pieces around him. Buter struggled with turnovers most of the night, and then when they did have the ball on the offensive end, particularly in that first half, really struggled to get it to go in the hoop. Salt Hawks really strong in winning here tonight, 69-35. Our Wifco Steel Products player of the game, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, online at wifcosp.com. And we'll give that honor to senior Ethan Stambaugh, who finishes the game with 10 points. Great effort tonight from him, and that's a career high. Did also have a charge taken in the game. Buter took 3 of those tonight. Some final stats and thoughts from Coach Bryant when we come back here on HKFM.
More of the Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, I'm Kristen Gillespie, and when you come see Dr. Travis Gillespie at the Dental Center in Hutch, my husband and our staff will take the time to listen to your concerns and will give you the best options available for you and your family's needs. At the Dental Center in Hutch, we provide high-quality, state-of-the-art dental care in our comfortable and newly renovated office. We enjoy working with all ages of patients, especially the little ones. Don't you agree, girls?
Of course. Happy teeth for you and me. Come see our dad, Dr. Gillespie.
At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century, helping them prepare for the unexpected and supporting the teams, schools, and communities we all care about. Fee Insurance, forward together.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
Registration is open for Hutch Rec Youth basketball programs. Basketball is a great activity for growing children because it involves dribbling, throwing, catching, and pivoting, all of which help improve motor skills by using large muscle groups. But our main goal is to have fun. We have single grade leagues available from 1st through 6th grades. For more information or to register, stop by Hutch Rec downtown or visit hutchrec.com.
Sign up now, hutchrec.com.
Holidays are right around the corner. Holly here with Holly Sweet Treats. Be sure to get your pre-orders in for corporate gift boxes and family desserts for the holidays. Follow us on social media, come see us at 205 South Main, or call 888-YUM.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here, let's take a look at some final stats. Our Crusader basketball coverage tonight brought to you in part by Morton Salt, by IVB Benefits Consulting at Astra Virtual Academy, by Inman Funeral Home, and by Summit Surgical. Terrell King led all scores with 20 points tonight. Garrett Robertson had 16 for the Salthawks, and Julian Smith with 10. Other scores: Ty Clark with 2, Jackson Hinaha with 2, Wade Meyer with 2, Dante King with 6, Braden Rodriguez with 4, Nick Lang with 6, and Daley Van Sickle with 2. For the Crusaders, they were led to career best 10 from Ethan Stambaugh. He was our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game tonight. Ryland Parker with 4, Diederik Willer-Trask with 7, Grant Ricker with 7, Jeffrey Neal with 3, and Matt Eddy with 4. Those are the final totals. Our final scoring numbers tonight. And the Salthawks win it 69-35. Salthawk girls won as well to complete the sweep. The final there, 62-44. Charlie Baxter had a career best 19. And she was our player of the game in the win for the girls. Salthawks stay home, and they're home most of December and January. They have 7 of 8 at home until they go to the tournament play in late January. They'll be on the road a lot in the second half of the year. Of course, Hutch, all these road games to start until we get to January 31st, when they'll be home against Rose Hill at the end of the season. Waiting to see if Coach Bryant is going to make it up here. 69-35 the final. Sterling College basketball on the network tomorrow. Be out at 5:40 with our pregame coverage from the Gleason and Sterling as the Warriors take on the Friends Falcons. KU basketball at Missouri, 2:45 pregame. 94.7 KSKU tomorrow. And that'll be in Columbia at Mizzou, 2:45. Chiefs football Sunday. Kansas City and Denver Chiefs have a 13-game win streak over the Broncos. Trying to keep pace in the AFC. And 2 o'clock pregame on Mix 96.7. Chiefs and Broncos coming up on Sunday. We'll take our final timeout, come back and see if we can get final thoughts from Coach, and we'll do that next. Crusader basketball here on HKFM.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away at B and Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
Register now for Central Kansas Basketball League. This league is for teams that are formed in the Reno County area who are looking for something more than a recreational league. Our schedule also allows teams to play in tournaments during off-league weeks, as this 8-game season includes 4 doubleheader games in January and February. For more information or to register, stop by Hutch Rec downtown or visit hutchrec.com.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
The medicine shop, when you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need, delivered with speed, the lowest prices guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle at 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at the Selhawk Activity Center, and players have not come out of the locker room yet, so the coach is still in there with their team, and we're going to wrap up our broadcast from tonight. Next coverage coming up next Tuesday. We'll be on the road at McPherson for a 6 o'clock tip for the ladies, 7:30 for the guys, and join us with our Midway Motors drive to the game next Tuesday night at 5:30 from the Roundhouse in McPherson. Thanks to Heath Schroeder. Back in the studio for engineering tonight's broadcast, Aaron West for Chris Shank. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a pleasant good evening. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on HKFM.
Want lights that come on at dusk and turn off at dawn?